Yo, dudes, what's up? For a miracle. I was investigating the song command because it's broken, and it turns out the endpoint that I created is busted, and so the song command's been messed up for a little while. We're gonna, we'll get it fixed. We'll be fine. How are you guys doing? Got married twice. Crazy. Just kidding. I didn't. I went to my friends' weddings. That was fun. We had a great time. Make sure to turn off the AI learning option on Twitch. I have. I did that before I even left to go to those two weddings. Yes. Now, did I get married at my friends' weddings? Obviously. Obviously. Your friend got married twice? Yes. There's so many different correct answers to this. So many different correct options of things that happened while I was gone. Yeah, so we've made it through Wedding Bonanza number 1. Wedding Bonanza number 2 is around the corner. That's going to be fun as well. There's another 10-day absence that's going to hit in a couple of weeks, but it's a couple weeks away. And before then, we're going to be able to have a lot of fun with Malia, so I don't even really care. Top of the deck is whatever the hell happened to Celtic last night. First ever stream of yours. I've been a fan of your videos on YouTube for ages. Alphonse, welcome, brother. What happened to Celtic yesterday? If you didn't see this, Celtic had a 4-0 lead on aggregate with an hour to go and lost. Hepler, thank you for the 49 months. Looking forward to the half century next month. I appreciate you, brother. Luke, thank you for the 7 months. Partner Fartner, thank you for the 7 months. Allsworth, thank you so much for the 29 months. Howdy, brother. Bose, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Propane Burrito, thank you for the 56 months. Yankonate, thank you for the 39 months. Giafil, thank you for the 11 months. 5 Burrow Broadcast, thank you for the 10 months. And I told my doctor I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. B+, I actually liked it. Doyless, thank you for the 8 months. Schuber, thank you for the 49 months. Appreciate you, brother. Dry Oasis, congrats on your bacon, your emotes, your lack of ads. Thank you for being part of an elite online gaming. And thanks for gifting a sub too, dude. Damn. Parachuting in with the I'm joining the hammers and gifting a sub as well. Coliseum, thank you for the 21 months. Sir. Is Laska Wi-Fi password? Hey, they're the Austrian champions. All right, there's 4 good teams in Austria. They're one of them. Austria has become a league of much parity, and I feel like that's been good for all of them. Are we going to speak on Aston Villa? No, because United and Tottenham were funnier. If they keep doing it, yes. United was funnier. Tottenham was funnier. Villa, still bad. Not as funny. That's all I could say. Canada's invading Villarreal. I mean, honestly, I'm in New York. I'm kind of worried about an actual Canadian invasion right now. How many Canadians has Villarreal signed? You saw one of the guys for Lask that was balling out. They have Tejan Tani Oluwaseyi. I like Oluwaseyi. I love Tejan. And Nathan Saliba. And a move from Anderlecht. The Canadian takeover. The whole chant to the United fan. Dude, I might be a Hull fan. I don't know. I got to go and do the 3 playoff finals in 3 days thing with EFL. And one of the teams that I flipped the coin for was Hull. And I had such a great day with all those fans. And then they won. The Mauled by the Tigers thing, though, and them just showing up, we being objectively the worst team in the league and just trouncing Manchester United anyways. Sold. Sold. Only one that yeah. Out of the 3 days, they were the only team that when I flipped the coin to pick a team that won, I went with Stockport and Salford, who both lost after that. I had Stockport and Salford. They both lost. Now, Celtic blew a generational lead, but that kind of covered up. There was another really dramatic match. It was Shaba. I think it's Saba, actually. Saba Baku against Hapoel Be'er Sheva was a crazy match, too. But obviously, nobody really cares about either of those teams on a global scale. And there was such insanity happening with Celtic that it got kind of buried. But Saba was down 2 goals on aggregate with half an hour to go. Am I good? Yeah, I'm great. I was traveling for the last, week and a half. I had 2 different weddings to go to. And I went to those weddings. And it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. There are 4 people now that are married that were not married before. And if I hadn't been there, they wouldn't have even gotten married. Yeah, I was in Sweden for part of it. Amsterdam for a little bit. Because one of them was in Europe. It's pronounced Sabak. Okay. Yeah, but they were down. They were down 2 goals on aggregate with like 30 minutes to go. It scored in the 94th minute to force extra time and won. So we're getting a random Azerbaijan team that's not Karabakh in the Champions League, which is incredible. They're 9 years old. I love Eastern European Caucasus ball sometimes. Like the teams that come out of Moldova and you're like, yeah, they've existed for 12 years. It's a record. American Samoa's top club got 2 draws in the OFC Champions League. No. Is that Pago Youth FC? Kind of hard to find the American Samoa table. Or is that Royal Puma? It's Pago Youth or Royal Puma? I could just look up OFC Champions League. I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way. OFC Champions League. Preliminary. It was Pago. Pago Youth got 2 draws in the qualifying for the OFC Champions League. That's pretty good. Wow. Yeah, I've been a Pago Youth guy for years. I've been a huge Pago Youth fan for years. I've been waiting for that to pay off, dude. And then lo and behold, Pago dropping 2 draws in the preliminary stage of the OFC Champions League. American Samoa is the island that once lost 37-0 to Australia. And so this is an island with a devastatingly bad footballing tradition. Make sure to turn. So for them to be not objectively the worst team here is a massive achievement. I kind of want to watch these games. I'm aware of the fact that in order to watch these games, you would almost definitely have to literally fly out there in person to watch them. But I want to watch OFC Champions League preliminary round ball. I want to see what the level is. I want to see. I just want to see it. I want to see it. Now, we couldn't do another Hidden Grounds in the Pacific too soon. We just did the Marshall Islands one. I don't want to stack parts of the world. I just want to shake his hand. No, I'm always thinking of the Family Guy skit where he's loading the shotgun. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to see it. Hey, what's up, VCX? Are we sure these are even real teams? No. There's a wiki. I mean, look at that. OFC Champions League, first time since 2019. They lost 13-1 to Lupe Ole Swaga SC from Samoa. Kind of awkward. American Samoa, you shouldn't be. They lost 11-1 to Tupapa Mararenga from the Cook Islands. There are 15,000 people in the Cook Islands. But Tupapa Mararenga seems to be a decent team. They have spanked Pago Youth a couple of times. They only lost to Tupapa Mararenga 3-0. Who is this Tupapa Mararenga team? Why is there a club team from the Cook Islands that is able to so convincingly beat teams like this?
Greetings, Zealand. This is a funny number, Aesop. Did you do the thing that you said you were going to do 2 days ago? Also, are you going to stop hoarding players at Melia?
Answer to your first question, yes, I have options for review. I haven't reviewed them yet. 2, no. We will continue to hoard players at UD Malia until further notice. Until there is a change in management, which good luck. All right. Yeah, but they've got a pretty solid-sized Wikipedia here. Victoria Park in Avarua, Cook Islands, capacity 100 people. The New Millennium, first continental adventure. League dominance and return to the continental scene. I would imagine a lot of these players are like Cook Islands internationals. Excellent Wikipedia picture on Jarves Aperu. Oh, he's from New Zealand. They're cheating. Jeffrey Strickland. He's from the Solomon Islands. This dude's 40. I gotta watch this team play. These guys are still good. All right, we don't know a lot about Campbell Best, but he's also 40. Maybe they're all 40. Are they all 40? No, he's 37. Grover Harmon, 18 Cook Island caps. This one guy has been with Cook Islands since 2004. 22-year international career of Jeff Strickland from the Cook Islands. Check the captain with a Finnish name. Paavo Mastanen. Born in Australia. He started playing for Taupepa Mararenga in 2004. He has 17 Cook Island caps. He has spent 20 years of his club career at Tupapa Mararenga in the Cook Islands. A prolific... Dude! Look at the goal! They don't have goal numbers for his time with Mararenga.
Hey Zed, glad to see you aren't running from the law now. Any tips for tactics?
Okay, so he played for Nikau Sokatok. In all the teams he's played for. Look at the numbers he's putting up, dog.
Armchair history.
Paavo
Dad
Mustonen.
Why didn't the
36-year-old Aussie-born Cook Islands international who's lived there since he was 15. At least. Probably longer than that. He had a Finnish father and a Cook Islands mother. This is some Football Manager nonsense right here, dude. This is some Football Manager nonsense. Shogun, thank you for the 17 months. The sommelier is credited with being the first person outside the crew of the Titanic to know it was sinking after observing the wine list. When a ship is taking on water, it lists to one side. He's looking at the wine and it's listing. Oh my god.
Ah yes, the true Aussie name, Paavo
That's so
Mustonen.
stupid. Shogun, you get an A- for that. I'm going to give you a seated applause because it took me a second, but I got there and I really appreciated that, Shogun. Congratulations. Gravity Thief, thank you for the 8 months of the Prime. Roadrunner, congrats to the 47 months. Glad to see you aren't running from the law now. I appreciate that. Any tips for tactics? I can't seem to find anything that works for my team. All tactics, all great tactics that you use as like the basis of your system at a club need balance. You need to have a certain number of players back, you need to have a certain number of players forward. If you are really struggling with tactics, use a preset, a 4-3-3, a 4-2-3-1, and adjust it mildly in possession and out of possession to accommodate the certain players on your team. The more comfortable you get with that, you can develop your own system more and more from there. Thank you, Radlad, and congrats on the 3 years to you. Xavier, thank you for the 2 months of the Prime, and Senor Waffle Iron said Paavo Mustinen's a traditional Aussie name. Hey, his mom's from the Cook Islands, his dad's from Finland. He's grown up and spent his entire life in the Cook Islands. I think it's cool that like one of the star players for the Cook Islands is Paavo Tarju Mustinen. And like totally like he's Cook Islands descent in the whole 9 yards. It's not like a transplant at all. That's crazy. I am a Paavo Mustinen lifer. Always been a big fan of Paavo Mustinen. I don't think anybody's football fandom is complete unless they've seen Paavo Mustinen take the field for Tupapa Mararenga. All right, this is their stadium. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. I'd play there. Grover Harmon's the president of the club? Or like the entire country? No, wait. He's the president of the club. Dude, Paavo Mustinen's the head coach. He's the captain and head coach of Tupapa Mararenga. And Grover Harmon plays in the midfield and is the president of the club. He made himself captain. Yes. He did. He made himself captain. Dog, when he's scoring that many goals, though, 36 goals in 12 matches for... I can't even imagine how many goals he scored for Tupapa Mararenga. Paavo Mustinen is objectively, like, way too good for this league. He just lives in Cook Islands and clearly doesn't want to, like, move anywhere else to pursue a further career. He's now 36, so he's not going to do anything else. He's just captaining and coaching, you know, the best team in the Cook Islands that makes... He's playing, again, the reason we're looking at this team is because they consistently beat up on all of the other bad teams here. And, you know, they got to play against whoever the hell these teams are. They're playing, you know, Oceania Champions League. That's pretty good. How old is... Oh, the president guy's 40. Grover Harmon's... Oh, he's only 37. President Grover Harmon is only 37. He's also a Cook Islands international. He is the first son of former Cook Islands FA president Lee Harmon and the brother of Lee Harmon Jr., who also played for Tupapa Mararenga, with whom he equaled the record for most goals in an international match. It's a dynasty. He is the inheriting son of the former Cook Islands FA president Lee Harmon. Absolute Nepo, baby. He scored 13 goals in 47 OFC Champions League matches in his career. I feel like that's pretty solid for a midfielder. He made his debut against Tonga in 2009. Scored in 2011 against Tonga. He was part of their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign and played a full match against Tonga and American Samoa. He totally wrote this himself, by the way. There's no way somebody's going into that kind of conversational detail that isn't Grover Harmon. Like, it's peer-reviewed and accurate, of course, but he definitely wrote this himself. Like the way this was written, it was either written by him or like his mom. I know because my mom has submitted edits to my wikis before. That is a real thing that's happened. That like actually. Like this is totally something that was just written by like somebody that knows him intimately, that to the point that they can like talk to him, or just him. Or he just wrote it himself. I don't know what kind of guy Grover Harmon is, you know? W Mombot? Yeah, W Mombot. No, she'll like find it. It'll be like the YouTube wiki or something. And she'll be like, well, that's not quite right. So I wrote a little thing to tell them like what was right, you know? Very Mombot behavior. Good, you know, good W Mombot behavior. This guy streams. It's your favorite part-time streamer. The Pacific Games are next year, and it's a great tournament for the UFC national teams. Maybe we'll make an appearance. When is it? It's in Pirae next summer. Tahiti. Seems easy to get to. Can you take over Liverpool's transfer business? No, but I can show off ours. Our new signing, Matteo Signaris. The absolute baller that he is, a ball-playing defensive guy who, you know, plays a little center back, plays a little midfield, and unlocks a truly amazing transformation tactically. That we have been amazing, by the way. Welcome to UD Malia on this stream. We have played 2 matches so far this season, an away win against Girona and a dominant home win over Real Betis. The optimism is absolutely flowing right now, and I am so happy to be hitting continue on the UD Malia save again. At long last. New Caledonia was crack last night. Dude, New Caledonia is like pretty good. New Caledonia, in my estimation, is far and away the second best team in Oceania right now over the last couple of like qualifications that they've run. They're like solid. Solomon Islands, unfortunately for New Caledonia, has the best player, the Solomonesi Rafael Leai. And he's a problem. And they, you know, Solomon Islands can beat him sometimes. Tahiti used to be good enough, but they're like not anymore. Tahiti used to be good enough, but they're not anymore. Eupen are offering for Verkraus. That dude has a ton of potential that he's never going to reach. I know that guy. I know Verkraus. Ivan Verkreis. American Samoa has a golden generation at the moment. I mean, the way their top club is playing, they've gone from like an incredible punching bag to competent. Pagos Youth. But Pagos Youth is not winning the league right now. I did pull that up. This was the league this past year. Pago Youth did not win the league. Royal Puma won the league. So I don't know how Pago Youth ended up in the Champions League. Seems a little rigged to me. Away at Sociedad. When's our Champions League? Oh, it's Napoli. In a week and a half. Our Champions League kicks off in a week and a half. We got to put some wins up, though. 36 matches left. 36 matches left to win. 36 matches left. 36 matches left to win.
Had my frog's DNA tested. Turns out he's part Irish, part Italian, and a tadpole.
Yeah, why is the center back or why is the defensive mid in that spot? Because he plays center back on the left side when we don't have the ball. It's pretty sexy. You get to watch it in person right now. You ready? Ferrero, Sotero, Cañete, Señoris, Versales, Petruj, Andre, Gerard, Knifin, Havacote, and Lopes Teixeira. All right, I'm not totally sold there. Salvador Vuchak is out for like a long time. Villalba, Kiar, Navas. I'm going to take Kiar and just stick him outside. Kelvin Mbambo's working his way back up to sharpness. We're just short of center back right now. But that's with Salvador out and Sarai out. We're just short in a couple of different spots, but that allows me to get Kelvin Mbambo in there as well. Actually, we do this. Cosado bumps up, and then we have Cesar and Ivan and Unali. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got Unali. I freaking love Unali, dude. All right, Kiar, Knife, and Lopes Teixeira. Are we really using Petruj? Are we really using Viorel Petruj? He's an aggressive, incisive passer with creativity, but his technical passing ability is not that great. Maybe we just go 0 playmakers. Or I'm going to try Marcos Perez. I think Marcos Perez, with his athleticism and base passing ability, actually offers a great choice to be a guy that can, like, build the play. And his athleticism is great. He gets up and down the field so incredibly well. All right, boys, here we go. First match of the stream after researching Oceania for half an hour. Lavinho, thank you for the 52 months. Riley, thank you for the 57 months.
Point, I'm running of things to say.
Yeah, true, Chester. It has been 73 months. You get one of those. You just say anime wow. Riley, thank you for the 57. And Knopfler, thank you for the 69 months. You've exhausted your funny numbers now. We've never been more back. We are so massively back right now. Oh, Malia's back on the field after my 2 weddings I had to go to. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Do a little pickup where you left off last time out. I'm going to try some different approaches to the mentality of the team here. Oh, Malia. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, they have Sverri Hulseth Nippon? Fascinating. All right, Marcos Perez, I need you to show me what I know you're capable of, which is being a great athlete with great on-the-ball instincts to be able to open up the other team. The Petruj does not have. VRL Petruj does not have the same technical ability with the ball to open up plays. Oh, if that was a better cross, we would have been in trouble. Attaboy Ferreros. Keep fighting. There you go, Perez. Gotta save that. Gotta save that. Gotta save that. This is not a dangerous spot. We're very ready to handle this. That is a rare miss from Ruben Sosa. All right, it's okay. We planned on scoring multiple goals anyways. Let's go. Gerard, Señoris, who's now stepped into the middle. Back to in possession. Perez, Cañete, Señoris. Ooh, cheeky ball to Versales. Leo Versales. Oops, Teixeira. I mean, that's more of what we're looking to do. That's very us. Sacked in the morning. Here, calm down. Calm down. We're fine. Paulo, thank you so much for the 8 months. Thanks for spending $5 of Jeff Bezos' money. Into the middle. Senorice is there. He's the release valve. He's facilitating. Cañete. Big switch. Classy from Kjær. Kjær bringing it back. Senorice. Versailles! Oh, what a pass by Senorice. We're all over him, though. This is good. I would like to stay all over them if that's possible. It's not like we do it for a few minutes and then I'm happy sort of thing. It's more of a we need to keep doing it situation. I mean, there's 3 guys that have led weighted this. Kjær, Lopes, Teixeira, and Gerard are the ones that are not opening things up for us. All right, Knifin. Our counter press is usually pretty effective. Not here. Oh, my goodness. Shape! God. Good work, Otero. I'm going to have to check this back. Or not. Okay. Re-injecting pace in the attack here. Knifin. Be something if this was a highlight for us. How about a goal? Perez. All right. They're going to just take away Senorice. Then Ferreros can connect to one of the outside midfielders or a wingback. Senorice is open now. There we go. Get it up to Andre Gerard. On to Leo Versailles with some pace now. With some pace. Leo Jens Perez! Oh, that's what they're looking for, UD Malia. Leo Versailles. Opening things up. Composure from Jens Kjær. They've got the numbers and an open Marcos Perez. 1-1 at Sociedad. Good way to stay after it. Oh, highlight before the half. No. Okay. The scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. That's the truth. I'm not happy with your performance, Allison Lopes Teixeira and Andre Gerard. You guys have got to pick it up. Everybody else has found a groove. Andre Gerard, I'm looking for you to be a regular. I'm looking for you to be a first name on the team sheet type of guy this year. I think he's shown the ability in training to be a first name on the team sheet type of guy. We've not really seen it in the matches. The door is open for him to cement himself as an everyday starter. Sub!
Hello from Norway's Jens Jianxi.
Yo, what's up, our brand? Hope Norway's treating you well. We're just over in your neck of the woods. Weather was fantastic. So Kjær's playing well now. I think we'll just take Villalba and stick like a classic inside forward. And then Gerard. I'm going to go with Villarreal Petruccia. He's shown me something in the first couple of games. Guy that can definitely change a game. So Petruccia, Navas, and Villalba. There is a counter on here. They don't have enough numbers back. Oh. Oh, yeah. Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Sub! All right, Otero's off. And we're bringing
Enjoy
in
Mr. Bezos' money set.
Avakote. All right, just bringing in Avakote, advanced wingback, 4-2-3-1, last 15 minutes. Move Senoriz to full-time center back. Elio Rubio right at the end here. And yet they hasn't really given us too much. Rubio! Come on, baby, come on! Recovering out of a set piece here. Could be... Oh... I liked where he was... Oh, my goodness, the counter press. Versailles wins it back. Petrugia finds him. The Avakote! Oh! Great work by Ferreros. That was Rolls-Royce center back defending to shut down that counter. Oh my goodness, Avakote just tattoos the post. We need one more. We need one more chance, boys.
We need a new GK boss.
What is that? Wow. Oh man, when you see a highlight pop up that late in a match and it's a set piece, your heart kind of sinks to begin with. And you're just hoping that you're going to be able to somehow pull it out of the fire and not give up the goal on that set piece. I mean, with Otero off, we are a little more vulnerable in the air, like the change that we made to go after that late. You got to lock in. You got to train better. Marcos Perez, you got to train better. My fault. I'll make up for it. You're damn right. Hey, Rubio, just because you've been here forever doesn't mean that you get to train poorly. Pick it up. Mohamed Khalilunali, he gets it. He gets it. Ivan Versailles, they get it. All right, we're at home against Atletico Madrid. This would be a nice bounce back result, but that is, I mean, considering how well we were playing before I was gone for whatever it was, 10 days, I feel like we've let ourselves down there. Raul Sarai signs his new 3-year contract worth $13.5 million. We've extended him instead of letting his contract run out at the end of the year. Yeah. Your players are still on the wedding break. I mean, there were large spells of the game where I thought we played well, but then, of course, they hit the post twice on really good passing combinations that cut through us like butter. That was a point of concern. It's a really promising wonder kid for us that just got hurt for a month, which sucks. Sufyan Bouzaidi. He is still more, he's a couple years away at least. Eduardo Pitbull, we got 0.5% of a $22,000 transfer fee. How much money did I just get? $22,500. You could just do times 0.005. Dinner's on me, boys! Not the whole team, but like a few of the coaches. Dinner's on me. $112. Dinner's on me. Chinese takeaway, senior coaching staff members only. But it is on me. I got you. Great work, all involved, getting the extra payout on Eduardo Pitbull. Bosh, exactly. The Bosch father is in town. He's got $112.50 to spend. All right, boys. Atletico Madrid is here. We are going to make some adjustments to the rest of the team. Mark Casado, you're playing next to Marcos Perez today. We are going to go back into Villalba. He is going to get a start, and he is going to be playing as a wide forward, as is tradition, now that he has recovered from his latest small injury. Is Raul Sarai still injured and it's just glitching out? Yes, that's a good example of that glitch right there. And the often injured Salvador is once again working his way back. We'll get him on some general rehab. All right, Mbambo, Gerard. Rosales is playing really well. That was nice. We have a Champions League match coming up. Is that, that's midweek this week, right? We are going to Napoli midweek this week. So we're going to use our bench a little bit. I'm going to throw Rubio in there for Captain Cañete. And I am going to put Ivan in for Ferreros. And have Ivan play that right center back role. Anybody else that is a real fitness concern? Maybe not Lopes Teixeira. On the bright side, Lopes Teixeira is unhappy because he wants to leave if his valuation is met. So big positive there. Staff meals are not expense items. They are at Malia. How do you think we go into debt so quickly? Do you think do you think our coaching staff is paying for its meals? Chuck Norris, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate the prime, brother. Commissar Stanhope, thank you for the 2 years. We need a new goalkeeper, boss. Nah, Ruben Sosa's a great goal. He's been a great goalkeeper for us for a long time. All right, boys, come on. We're at the Tingus. We're a different beast at home. I'm expecting a beastly performance from us today, and the return of Jaime Gutierrez, UD Malia Youth Academy player. He is starting for Atletico Madrid. He returns to the Tingus Pingus after a career on the shores of North Africa. Casado, Leo Versales. This is very well progressed. Oh, Versailles destroys his man! Versailles! Oh my goodness! Leo Versailles! The kid's a star! The left wingback with a absolutely brilliant goal. Weak-footed finish. Cool as you like. It's individual brilliance at the Tingus Pingus to give Malia the early lead over Atletico Madrid. Was that Gutierrez? Oh my, wait. No. The second one was. To be fair, the second one wasn't nearly as responsible. I was just making sure. Because that was Gutierrez's side of the defense. Wow, what a goal. Okay, knifing. Rubio. Ay. Oh, Diop, boys! What are we doing? God, we're like lost children. What is this? Otero and Ivan, that ball getting through both of them. That's insane. We're 2 clean sheets to start the year, and now we're doing this stuff. A bad ball by Casido. I don't know what that was. That was goofy. Oh, great play by Rubio, though. Wow. Villalba. Knifing. What a touch! What a finish! It looks so easy. Incredible interception by Miguel Rubio. Very front foot. Villalba kind of bumps into his own man and delivers a strike to Knifin. What a touch by Lucas Knifin to get that ball under his spell and then a laser sharp finish. Villalba didn't even want the overlap. He wanted to just get that ball to Knifin as quickly as possible, put it right on a plate for him. Goodness
As a Celtic
gracious.
fan, I'm still in pain from yesterday.
Yep, that makes sense. That one will reverberate for a long time. If it helps, though, you got more chance of a longer run in the Europa League, obviously. I mean, that's a terrible finish by this guy, but what happened to our defense here? So we've got Knife in here, Ivan here. Rubio's checked in. This is a miscommunication between Ivan and Rubio, left him wide open. Good thing he sucks at shooting. You know, for 7 total shots, it's been very eventful so far.
What up, Zed? Hope you are well.
Good pass. Marcos Perez, Senoriz, Casido's the extra man in the midfield now. Lopes Teixeira, Versailles! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What a run. Casido just keeps it moving. Lopes Teixeira. Casido, I mean, it's an easy pass. You know, Lopes Teixeira's drawn the defense out of the way, and Versailles just crashes in. What a player. What a player, Leo Versailles. Complete takeover. Knifin, a dribbly boy. He's a dangerous dribbly boy. Knifin. Casido. Leo Versailles. Senoriz. Versailles. Villalba. Villalba searching. Villalba. Oh! That should have been a goal. That should have gone in. That should have gone in. I like the way we're playing, though. Very creative, very front-footed. Obviously, Atletico Madrid have come in here and tried to have a war, but we've gotten 3 goals in the first half. Marcos. Knifin. Marcos. Rubio. At speed here. Miguel Rubio. Knifin. Marcos Perez. Another Youth Academy product, Marcos Perez. Signoris. Oh! The old Rudiger pop. It's going to go in once a season. All right. I'm happy with our domination of possession. That's something I want us to focus on right now. Perez and Knifin are guys we want to get out at 55 minutes if we're still up multiple goals, because they are struggling for sharpness a little bit more, and we have a road match against Napoli to kick off our Champions League coming up in like 4 days. So we got to be ready for that. Got to be ready for that. Step! Bring me the tablet. But we have the defenders to just be able to take this away. Just blanket all 3 of those guys. Don't let them out of your sight, really. Ruben, damn it. I'm going to go Villarreal, Petruccia. Cañete is going to come in for Rubio. I thought I actually played pretty well in this game, but his match rating is low. I don't know why Sosa's hitting that ball where he hit that ball. Literally showing a highlight from the wrong play. Nice. He was tired. Knifin was one of the guys, right? And we'll just go put a nice experienced player out there in Mbambo. And the other one was Perez. Let's have Casido step into the playmaking role and bring in Gerard. Should not have given up 2 goals to this formation. Look at what are we doing? It's 3 guys. Oh, compete. Compete. Good. Gerard, great ball. Breaking through the counter press instantly. Villalba, acres of space. Doesn't really do anything with it. Gianmarco Villalba. Versales to Mbambo! All right, Mbambo. Drew's got like stuck on the. I think it's just the strength and balance and whatever. But he got just. Oh my goodness. What are we doing? What are we doing? Do you need a map? What are we doing? What are we doing? Stop. Right now. All of you. Dude, second straight game, man. Second straight game that you're doing this. You're giving this away. What are we doing? All right. Dude. Chill. All right, force the long ball. Compete! Yvonne! Towards the ball, man! Thank you! Thank you. God, I was like 8 lives to get the win in that game. Thank you. Oy, 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 oy. Defense has been bad the last 2 games. They're exploiting the space in behind because we're playing like really aggressively with this new tactic that we've got. We're playing, really far up the field, and they're able to kind of pass the ball around in front of the defense and then find that pass in behind, to kind of cut the defense open. Alvaro Carreras is looking for a new club. Well, his contract's up at the end of the season, so I'm always interested in guys that are free. I have a great history of being able to sign players that are completely free.
Hi Zealand, I need some advice. My wife has stopped talking to her bra fitter ever since they both fell out.
B minus. Bob, thank you for the 30 months. Philo, thank you so much for the 3 months. Pivok, thank you for the 5 months. Vladimir, thank you for the 77 months. And all my heroes, thank you for the 17 months as well. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. We're actually only behind Bilbao right now. Despite our loss in the league, we are only behind Bilbao. There's a scouting update. I knew it was coming somewhere. 82? Are we still scouting like friggin' Wonder Kids? Like from our Wonder Kid scouting over the summer? Are they still coming through? I missed this guy, didn't I? Yes, they bought him from Golden Arrows for absolutely no money at all. Subasiso Radebe. How did Inter get to a guy in South Africa before me? I own South Africa. How did somebody get to South Africa before I did? Please tell me this guy wasn't available. God, he was available for free. I'm slipping. I am slipping. We have let a few different guys slip. I normally farm free Canadians. I normally farm South Africa. What am I doing? What am I paying attention to? What am I looking at? What are my scouts looking at? We have guys there. We're supposed to be paying attention for those sorts of people. And now we're just, now we're losing. Now we're scouting like losers. What happened to the kid who has freak 20s that went to Juventus? His potential's actually gone down a lot. His potential's actually gone down a lot. He's not nearly as exciting as he was. And they haven't done anything with him.
What the update now?
They haven't switched him to any of the 84 positions he could have played that would have been good. My ownership of Sub-Saharan Africa and North America? I can explain. All right, we are still working our way through those scouting reports. It would appear. What if the Canadian's in this? What if it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, the Canadian that you're mad you weren't able to sign is now here? I'm going to move his short list. Andreas Allentoft.
5 years of supporting the legendary Zealand through Portugal, Austria, UK, now in Northern Africa, all been great to watch throughout. Here is to many more in the future.
MD Games, thank you for the tier 2. Thank you for the 5 years. Appreciate it, soldier. Alexi, thank you for the 32 months. What the update now? On what? On the team? Didn't know Zealand streamed as well? Surprise, buddy. Surprise. Actually, the first thing I did. This was what I did before I did anything else, was stream Football Manager to me and my imaginary friends. Miroslav Stoilba. Alex Reyes. I'm just keeping an eye on him because he's American. I don't have any faith at all that he's actually going to be good. Reese Wright. He's still at Sheffield Wednesday, which is kind of weird. The Pueblo center back, Diego Rocha, the incredible American. He has Mexican nationality, I think. And so if he has Mexican nationality, my philosophy is that he would be able to get Spanish nationality in 2 years, even though he's a U.S. national team player. But he's so good, he might even just go play for Spain at a certain point. But, Mr. High Potential, Mr. Consistency, he is a consistent performer. That's so rare for a 16-year-old. But he brings it. He brings it every day. He might be worth it right now. Honestly, he might be worth it right now. He's been re-verified by our scouting department as a truly, really good player. Nicky Rasmussen. Narcisse Carbia. That's a signing just for the resale value? I could see your argument. I could see it. Inej Bayraktari. My issue is that the guys that are like 2 to 3 star are actually quite good players now. So I struggle with that to some extent. And you really just got to look at the intangibles, the extra stuff. What would really help? Fernando Smith. Like, what would actually lead to one of these guys being on my team? Partizan's Alexander Vazovic. Oh, this guy's like an absolute mega stud. I'm going! I'm going! Instant, like, future signing. What if I pay you, like, 2 million, and then after league appearances, I just pay you 4 million? Fine. That amount of money actually requires me to think. I don't want to think. I want to sign him for an amount of money that I know I'll just be able to resell him for much more than that. He's got a lot of work left. He's got a lot of work left. I like him, but he's got a lot of work left. I mean, let me pull up the notes. Really? I haven't even loaded it. Just all the FM stuff.
Think we have the same music taste. Maybe check Spy Mob, Half Steering.
Rosales, Cesar, Sambasar, and Ifeanyi Samuel. Samuel's like part of our development wave at left back. Sambasar is the weirdest player of all time. We have no idea what to do with him in any direction. Rosales and Cesar are the first team guys. Cañete and Rubio, the first team guys on the other side. Vuchak is hurt. Apia's there. Kwabena Apia. All our left backs have turned out to have fake potential. I don't know. Samuel's fine. Sambasar is like a big time fake potential guy. Yo, thanks for the €5 on YouTube, Francesco Pieva. Are you using any skin for FM26? If not, do you suggest any? There are some decent ones out there now. It took them a while to make, but they've finished regular updates to the game, so you can count on those skins being there for you. I am personally not using any, so I don't have like a recommendation for you. But there are good skins out there now, and there didn't used to be for a long time in the game. Comrade, thank you for the 60 months. Congrats on the 5 years, dude. Enough. ISO, thank you for the 6 months. Hey, is it gonna be enough? Yeah, I mean, we're not in a transfer window right now, so it would be signing for a future window. I just, These are all the guys that we unloaded in the last transfer window. They were sold off for some amount of value. It's just 6.75 million feels a little rich to me, but I also... That's more than his release clause. I want to put together a deal that I like. I'm trying to reduce the actual payment here. I'm just not fully 100% sold on having to spend nearly $7 million on this kid. I thought I was going to be in the 1 to 5 million range, and it's a little rich for me. It's one of those, if he does develop like at a solid rate, you look back at the decision not to sign him right now and you're like, I can't believe we did something so stupid. You know what I mean? You look back at it now and you're like, oh, what was I doing? Andrianos Darzintsas. No. Although we should be finally closing in on having all of those reports done. Javier Bettinelli. I like Bettinelli. He likes big matches. He's obviously going to be on the cheaper side. The decisions, flair, determination combo is very intriguing. He is just not a very good athlete. He is incredibly small. He really, really, really struggles to influence the game physically, and I don't think he has the technical ability to be able to overcome that. And I don't see him adding a lot to his game there. So we're going to go ahead and remove him from the short list. Milivoje Zivkovic, Jagiellonia, Bielstock, player. I'm really out on guys that have that kind of potential ability. I have bad experiences with those types of guys. All right, Mark is now 25. He still plays for Racing Day Santander. We've been tracking this guy's career, like, completely. We've been there every single step of the way. Claudio Martino, we'll get another scouting report on him. I'm not done yet. Syrian Huzaifa Ibrahim. I mean, I love it. I do. He's not good enough for me upon, that's a second scout. We'd scouted that guy initially. Jury was still out. Jury's all the way out now. Jury's out on that guy as well. So Ju Young. Make $4 million a year from South Korean marketing. So that's pretty cool. That would be nice. But the whole he is never going to be a Spanish player is definitely... If we're flipping the script, it's on the bad side. Ilan Vucelic. Nikolai Dahl Sorensen. I have lost hope in Nikolai Dahl Sorensen. I've not seen the development from him for years. We've been following him for years. Max Wayan's the guy that's just totally playing the wrong position. But I don't know if there would be time if you, took over his career. I don't know if there would be time for you to fix that. You would have to use up a lot of whatever's left of his current ability as well. It'd be difficult. Luca Fleur-Schütz. Do. All right. We continue to work our way through the incredibly long list of players that I told my scouting staff to scout over the summer. There were a lot of youth tournaments in my defense. A lot. But we handled them with composure. Former Taunton Town legend Patrick Kelly might be on his way to Leicester from Barnsley. Oh, I haven't thought about Patrick Kelly in years. That is a guy that doesn't get brought up a lot. Couple of key seasons, though. All right, who got removed from the short list? Andres, a Spanish spine midfielder who is okay. He's just okay. All right. Jonaho Markello shouldn't even be getting reports on him. How tough is our Champions League draw this year? Napoli and then Salzburg, that's fine. Lille at home, that's fine. Bayern at home, all right. Porto away. Juve at home, and then Panathinaikos and Celtic both away. Why am like my easiest matches are always at the end? Why? I mean, it gives us a chance. No offers for Diego. Well, that's why he's been slotted into our B team for the season, because I felt like that was the case. Rebecca Lawson has not, she's not Spreckenseeing Espanol nearly as well as we need her to. Okay, away against Napoli. Do we dare come out in our more aggressive shape? I think we bring it back to a more put together shape with Otero in the middle, Ferreros, Senoris, Villalba, Knife, and Lopes Teixeira, Versal. I mean, that's all good. That's who we want out there starting these matches. Casido was outstanding in the last match. He really was. I'm going to go with Gerard in this position and then have Casido be that playmaker role again. His brain has been greatly appreciated. Oh, yeah, we have Christian Dalnaki available for this match. That's the Romanian winger who we couldn't find a loan for but has like 5-star potential. Yeah, let's put Dalnaki up. Let's put him on the bench for... I don't know. There's a position where I would use basically all of these guys. So I don't think Dalnaki is going to be on the bench. Sorry, buddy. Sosa, Ferrero, Sotero, Senoris, not Rubio. Gagnete, Gerard, Casido, Versales, Knife, and Villalba, Lopes Teixeira. I mean, this is your UD Malia team. We know what we're getting into. We know what we're about. We know what we can do. We're playing at Napoli to start Champions League. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. We are back in the Champions League at Napoli. Just let the occasion wash over you. Just let it wash over you, okay? It's a Champions League night at a big venue. Please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the real Champions League anthem. It's the champions! The champions! The You may be seated. All right, come on, boys. Here we go. Big night, big night, big night. Let's make it a big night for us and not them. 3 points to start a Champions League campaign would be special. We've been in the Champions League as a club 2 other times. We finished 8th and then lost in the round of 16 to Ajax. And then our last time in the Champions League, we finished 25th and missed the playoffs. We've been on a Champions League hiatus, as it were, but now UD Malia is here and very present as a Champions League competitor. Ganiete, Gerard, Knifen, Casado, Gerard, Ferreros, Gerard, Andre, oh my goodness, Casado. Oh, what a play by Casado! Lopes Teixeira! Casado saves the day, and it's the veteran player making the difference in the big matches. Lovely physicality, first touch, and finish by Allison Lopes Teixeira. Hadn't found the net in a couple of matches, so good to see Lopes Teixeira getting back on the score sheet in Italy in the Champions League. We had a nightmare the last time we were in the Champions League a couple of years ago, so we got a... Oh my goodness, it's Savinho. How much do you think they paid for him? Oh, well cleared by Leo Versales. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my goodness, we're playing Gerardo. Ruben! 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 So he's had some success with Napoli. Happy for him. Guerrero's stepping forward. Cañete playing out of the middle of the park now. Versales. Signoris. Oh, Viova! Surely that was off. That looked miles offside. We're not going to celebrate that too much. That was off.
2 years next month. Happy to have you back, Zed.
Mads, I appreciate the 23 months. Yeah, it's offside. I would have been stunned if that was on. It felt like belligerently off, and it was. Again, Mark Casado looking to be the guy dropping the dimes, though, and we have the 1-0 lead. You know, good job. Good job. I'm not going to overpraise it because we could have done better. But we've made the early play and we've kept things under control, largely. Hey, sup? Havacote. Go in. We're going to wide forward Villalba, open up this interior for Versales. Flip these guys. Be more aggressive out of that defensive midfield position. And any other changes I'm looking to make? Versales has actually been quite bad. So Cesar, you're going to come in with the fresh legs, the chance to cut in on that spot, and Rubio as well. Cañete's legs looking a little heavy. They've stymied our wingbacks for the most part. Actually, I'm going to give Cañete a chance to play out of this new setup. The way we're aligning here. Okay, 2 subs. Javicote and Cesar. Go. Not nearly as imposing as I would want, but we are winning 1-0, so I'm not going to get too bent out of shape about it. Kiar. You're coming in. Lopes Teixeira has been terrible since he... Revert! I know this is a weird poll, but Pablo Revert, I need you. You're coming in. Gerard's going to play... Actually... Petrush can't play there. Revert, you're in. Actually, wait. Senorice, you're in. Sorry, Revert. Didn't mean to scare you like that. Oh, for the love of all that's good and holy. Unali, go get Casado. Senorice, you move there. Unali is going to go into the middle, and then we're going to have Otero and Ferreros on the outsides with the Tower of Power, Unali in the middle. Okay.
How many Germans do you need to change
yes,
in a light
and then
bulb?
Senorice is now the deep line
They're
playmaker.
efficient and not funny.
Unali is just huge. Set piece defense machine. That's right, baby. Most boring match you've ever seen in your entire life. 3 points to the good guys. On the road against Napoli, early goal, and then just killed the entire game off. We have had some shaky play in our 2 trips through the Champions League. That is a very good result to, we're taking another step. We're taking another step. Fortunate. Fortunate. Was David fortunate to beat Goliath? I mean... Oh, they've sent Teo Bilyeshko to Real Salt Lake. I'm sure that is going to absolutely jumpstart his development. All right, let's bring it back down.
Hi. How is it going? Good luck for the upcoming matches.
Loan list notification of Batukan Shakir. You really think that guy would be able to start for me? You're sending that to my email inbox with the expectation that he would actually be able to walk on the field and start for me. I love your audacity. I love your boldness. I do. Oh, I've been buzzed. Hello. I'm buzzing back. The back has been buzzed. Hetafe. Have they been good the last couple of years? I feel like they've been very not notable either way, but like a solid La Liga team. So we'll play front foot. We'll try and take it to him. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the nearly $7 on YouTube Super Chat. Do I need to restart my save to save it? I accidentally left attribute masking off. So scouting is essentially useless. Yeah, you do, right? I know of no way to change that unless it's something they've like added to the game or it's hidden in some menu. That is a setting that you have to set at the beginning of the game. Yeah, you're going to have to restart your save. You are. Finn, thank you for gifting a sub to Suspect as well. You absolute beast. And JP, thank you for the 5 months. RC Blue, thank you for the 49 months. You got your half century coming up. A big one. Pragmatic Frog, thank you for the 9 months. Definitive Keen Sea Leopard, thank you for the 27 months. How many Germans do you need to change a light bulb? One, they're efficient and not funny. It's pretty solid. Marginal Utility, hi, how's it going? Good luck for the opening matches. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 8 months. Thoughts on Celtic? Yeah, sorry, Chris. There's no way to change that. Don't think you can change it, but you could do. Yeah, you could get a skin for an attributeless save. That is, I guess you could do that. You could put a skin on that like hides the attributes, and you take your save from being too easy to like too hard. Do 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 do. This is what happens when Alistair Johnston is injured. I like Alistair Johnston, but I think Celtic is just so used to playing teams that are worse than Lask. Like, it just shows. Like, in that game in Austria, they would just get caught on the ball because in the Scottish League, they can stand there with the ball, where they were getting it taken away from them.
I've subbed.
You know what I mean?
Please get a new Heiko for this save less than 3.
Yo, Top One Kesha, thank you. Top One Kesha, EUW fan, love the name. Thank you for the 6 months. Get a new Heiko Reinhardt for this save. I mean, Heiko was Ballon d'Or level. I don't know if we have a Ballon d'Or level player in the right position to be a Ballon d'Or type guy right now. I don't know. Maybe Ruben Gerardo was. Vuka, thank you for the 4 months. Just started playing FM26 after the insane disappointment the release was. The game's not as bad as I thought at first. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing the game. It's just based off what they promised and like the way it was kind of sold. It's just the best word I would use for it is janky. It's not a clean game. It's very like, oh, right, that's kind of broken. You know, you like run into that every time you open it. There's always like one thing you go, oh, damn, you know. Do we have Europe coming up right after this again? We do. So we're probably going to rotate a little bit because we've got to put in a good performance against Salzburg. So we're going to go front foot here. I'm going to load up our more attack the middle. Senorice is obviously going to be the guy in that position. Him and Unali. Technically, Unali can do it too, but I don't know if I like. Technically, Ferreros can do it as well, but they're more center backs than they are midfielders, so don't really trust them to be doing that. Ivan and Unali. We're going to give a run to the backup center backs in this game. Gagnete is going to start. Versales is not going to start. We're going to give Cesar the run today. Gerard and Casido is our midfield. Guess what? Pablo Revert. The, in some corners, beloved youth academy player who offers just extreme versatility in all cases. I'm taking him out, actually, and we're going to go Villarreal, Petrouge, and Pablo Revert as a midfield. I'm taking Casido out. I didn't make that very clear, did I? Kjar's going to get the start at the left wing position, and we're going to have to pop him out. And Knifin on the right, he's a little shaky in that last one. I want to go Havakote. Who do we have in the middle? Or out of possession, we have Ivan in the middle. Let's drop Senorice into the middle. Just have him go. I don't really like that because then you kind of leave too much space in the counter in the middle. That's why I don't do that typically. But we'll try it. Let me see if I'm wrong. I really hope that I am wrong because it would be something that would make a lot of sense. All right, VRL Petrouge, we're going to advance playmaker him into that spot, and I think this shape is good for us overall. Dalnaki not registered, Vuchak, Sarayan, Salvador all hurt. So our selection question in terms of who is like starting, who makes the bench, whatever, is easier than normal. But we definitely do want to have a pretty strong rotation going, because we have a Champions League match that I would say we definitely need to get 3 points in coming up. So we're going to put Navas in there as well. We have a really good team. We should be able to rotate and still compete at a high level in these matches. We are built for this. We are built for this. If I say it enough times, it might be true. Come on, baby, come on. Hey, Skywolf. Much love back to you. CJ Rick, thank you for the 3 months. Glad to be back subscribing. Dude, congrats on cooking your bacon. You have progressed, and you've ascended, some would say. You know, I'm not trying to make this into too much of a cult, although obviously this is a cult. All right, we are positioned to potentially be able to recover just fine, and, you know, we'll classify that as just fine. We'll classify that as A-OK. Well done by Sosa. Can't even see him with the kit clash there. That's funny. Doesn't even count as a shot because it deflected off our own defender. Totally fine. Oh, you got to go into the middle. You got to go into the middle. Oh, don't call it. He was off. He was off. That didn't even count. This is the most chaotic start to a game that has involved 0 shots for them that I've ever seen. They do not have a shot. Kind of remarkable. Just settle down a little bit here. And a counter would be awesome. That's off. That has to be off. He was so far offside. Still no shots. Still no shots. Great discipline on the back line, obviously. These guys have been drilling this really well in training. He's miles off. All right, the lines are a little off there, but he is, in actuality, miles off. It was a bad pass by Ivan to set up that chance, though. The way we're set up now, I mean, you got to get the ball to Señoris in the middle, and it just all opens up. And if they take away Señoris, then you have a lot of space to not be pressed. Is that former UD Malia player Keith Brown? We have legitimately turned a player from St. Vincent and the Grenadines through our developmental system into a La Liga player.
Well, look who's back from Bohuslen.
I feel like I should be getting payouts from the St. Vincent and Grenadines government for that. Cañete, oh, he's there! Navas, dog. Navas, brother. I know aerial is not like your forte, per se, but Revert spins it out to Cañete, the captain. Cañete. Oh, he beats his man! Revert, Petrouge, Kjær, they're blocking everything. Scoreline doesn't reflect the number and the pattern of chances. You have the ability to make a difference today, Luis Miguel Navas. You do. So do you, Cesar. I'm counting on you guys. You have 15 minutes to prove you can do it, or else I'm going to make a change. 15 minutes. If you can't make a change, the way this is going, you're going to be relieved. Because it's absolutely imperative we get 3 points from every match we can get 3 points from. And to be fair, these guys just got their first shot of the entire match. Sub! It's going to be a big wall of substitutions. Petrouche, you're moving up. Okay. For some reason, Lopes Teixeira and Mbambo were nervous. I've never seen either of those guys be nervous. All right, Villalba. That limits my options somewhat, but I'm at least glad I was able to pick up on that. Havacote is off. We're going to do a swing wide. So we've got Villalba and Knifin. Midfield-wise, I would love to go with an Mbambo option here. I'm going to go with Perez. Yeah, I'm going to go with Perez, but I'm going to put him over here. And I'm going to put him as a midfield playmaker. Pablo Revert is going to become an attacking midfielder. So we're making 3 substitutions, and then Cañete's picked up a knock, so we got to go get him as well. He's going to miss the Champions League match, too. That sucks. Senoriz is not playing well, and we really don't have a backup plan for that. We'll save our last substitution to take Senoriz off, and then maybe shift into a better attacking setup. Was that an assist by Petrouche? It felt like an assist by Petrouche. Casido. I need somebody with a brain that's going to be able to help me unpack this defense. Yeah. That is an unbelievably disappointing performance from the boys there. That team is starting multiple, like, Malia burnouts.
Wakey wakey.
Not a bad injury. Just 2 to 3 weeks. Hamstring strain for Angel Cañete. And the fun expands. Wow. I expected much better from our team, and it looked like we'd just gotten, like, in stride, too. It looked like we, as that first half went on, we were just kind of taking control of the game, and then... Yeah, Ruben Sosa put in a pretty poor performance in that game as well. His match ratings have been bad. Now, the second goal just comes because we're pushing our numbers forward and they get the late trailer.
A dad joke to cleanse
They needed
the
well to
soul.
put it away.
I
But
saw a dyslexic
it's really all
Yorkshireman
down to that
wearing a
first
cat
goal.
flap.
I saw a dyslexic Yorkshireman wearing a cat flap. What's it have to do with him being a Yorkshireman? I thought it was going to end up
Sack
being
the
deeper
league.
than that.
We are going for European glory this year.
I got flat clap. I got flat cap pretty quick, but... Hot Man Pat, thank you for the 28 months. I
If you ever
appreciate
run
you,
into
dude. Thanks for the
Zealandism, can you tell him that he
dollars
made
Jeff
a
Bezos' money.
generational thumbnail?
Zealandism had a
Thanks.
generational thumbnail. Thank you for the 33 months. What did Zealandism put up? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Hate's a strong word. I just accidentally clicked that. Hope that guy wasn't good. To the tape! To the tape! To the tape! Wrong tape. There's easier tape out here. Sorry, Twitch. YouTube's easier tape. Oh, it was already easier
popped
tape.
up.
All right. It was Fran Villalba. I'm good. Not a wonder kid. Not a wonder kid. He has been proven to not be a wonder kid. Further VAR review determines not a wonder kid. Angel Etsabaria. A zero transfer interest. Well, then there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. But I would do something if I could do something. And that matters. All right, good find. Javier Mora, 19-year-old Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. He's on my wonder kid list. That feels a little rich. Going to get moved to keep a keen eye. Hassan Shafei, the Iranian striker who moved to Benfica and is valued very highly. Mark McKaylee. Eddie Salgado. Fabio Miranda. They're charging a few dollars for that guy. A few. Lecken Ruffles. Okay. Yunus Musa, end of contract. Huh. I didn't know he was having a decent career. If you would have asked me, I would have thought I would have told you he was literally already retired. That's what I would have told you. Ivan Baldassare. More youth Wonder Kids. Wonder Kids doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Do. That we're going for European glory this year. We are going to focus a lot on it. All right, we are going to focus a lot on Europe. Tom White's and Will Serrano, they both have no transfer interest. Tragic. JD Canvo, I just re-added him to my list. Rubinho from Barcelona. Really no point in me keeping an eye on him anymore. John Ander Gamboa. Explosive, pacey customer, plays on either side. Inconsistent as well. Damn you. Alexander Rodic. His wage has gone down, or not wage, but his price has gone down significantly at Alfaya. That makes him a more attractive player. Paul Davies. 17-year-old Aussie. Gerson Correa. Already have him marked. Tomasz Kozak. Good player at Victoria Pilsen. Not a guy I'm ever going to sign. Michelangelo Caligiuri. Decent player. Giovanni Antonucci. Doesn't like big matches. He can't, he can't handle the heat in the kitchen, man. He can't handle the heat in the kitchen. Bariklis Karibatsios. Good goalkeeper. Solid goalkeeper. Victor Manuel Palacios. Do other teams' players fluctuate in value as much as ours do? That is a good question. I would imagine they do because it would take a lot more to engineer a separate value system. So I can't imagine that they did something like that. I feel like based off the way the game works, it would make a lot more sense if there was just like a uniform value system in some way. David Meshanovic, very long way away from being a first-team player, but alas. Jakub Kaja. Moved off the yes list to the maybe list. Morten Skovby. It's the size, man. The size is not materializing, but I have a inkling that he likes big matches. Somebody that has really high consistency, it is very rare to see them have like bad other mental pieces. Dynamo Kiev's Miroslav Nomenko. Ivan Verkraus. Potential still insane. His value basically zero, but he could be an Ali Hapsalo type of guy where I sign him, put him in the B team for a year and that value is still there. He's really good. The problem is I don't see the potential and I don't know what the resale value would be. But this guy's really like just a good player right now. The Holy Trinity's great. He's got some athleticism. He moves well off the ball. There's a lot of European teams that could use Yuki Kawamura. A lot. I'll put him on the BS list, at least give us a chance. Miguel, 25-year-old center back, formerly of the UD Malia youth team. Mark Bernal. No. Adil Boonstra. There is actually some potential in there, but it is so far away. It is so epically far away. Mateo Maheka. Alvaro Montoro. Or Montoro, like any normal human being would say it. Okay. Yes list. That's very strong. Maybe list works. Ulugbek Foyzalov, no. Somehow weaseled his way onto my short list for one extra scout. I'm not feeling it. Maxime Van den Bosch, Alessandro Andrioli, a 25-year-old Italian playing for ABBA. No. Edgar Lopez, always worth keeping an eye on, even though he doesn't like big matches, which I suppose there's a guy that's consistent that doesn't like big matches. He's incredibly cheap for the amount of talent you're getting. So if you're able to overlook that and have one guy like that in your team, he would be the guy. He would be the guy. Josu Pascal has an active relegation release clause. We're going to scout him one more time. Dude's name is Napoleon. That's pretty sick. That's it. Those are all of my thoughts on this matter. Jorge Freifeld. Batuan Barons. Nice. 22-year-old American left back who's got a lot of things working in his favor. Amar Idris. 19-year-old Syrian winger. The star Syrian winger Amar Idris. He needs somebody to believe in him, and I feel like I'm that guy. Lapardis, thank you so much for the 5 months. Congrats on your lack of ads, sir. Enjoy your lack of ads. And thank you for the 100 bits. He just has so far to go, but he did just turn 19. I can't imagine the Syrian club Al Wada has the ground to stand on to be able to demand that. I can't imagine it. Nazareno Martinez, absolutely love the name. Love the fact that you're in the Salvadorian national team at 18, that you're playing for Huracan, that you might be the greatest hope for Salvadorian football the world has ever seen. Unfortunately, I am not sold. Leo Skopek. All right, another scouting report full of bad youth players, but I'll be damned if we didn't check all of them. I'll be damned if we did not check all of them. Salzburg, come here. All right, we have, thank you guys for making me aware. We have 3 staff redemptions. So I'll get those up. We'll take a look at those. The affiliate club verdict. 3 possible affiliates to be drawn up. We obviously already have a great collection of affiliates, including Bastia in the top French league, where we've sent people out to play. This was, of course, looking for teams that I could force loan somebody to, I believe. So only one of them is a decent option, and that would be Castellón, a professional team playing in the 3rd division of... be able to send players on loan to Castellón, and they'd have no obligation to play the player. They can request a friendly between the 2 clubs. And yeah, I'll recommend Castellón. It's not a youth player thing. It's okay, they linked with a different team. Why would I do that? Why would I want this? I can't even click on this team. They don't even exist. They're I'm terminating this immediately. Can I? What are you doing? Why would I get a loan affiliate that's semi-pro and non-league? Who am I loaning there? My nephew? I already sold him. Can I terminate that like instantly? I would imagine there's some sort of safeguard that's going to prevent me from being able to do that. Okay, we will cancel that link as quickly as possible. Because I don't why that makes no sense. Why would I pay them $100,000 a year for that? Also, Adama Idris just got signed by a Japanese club because they have that extra spot for Asian players. So they actually did get their $1.6 million for Amr Idris. Because he's an Asian player, he actually fits roster registration pretty well in Japan. So hopefully that helps him develop into a better player. I'm all about giving those types of kids opportunities. Okay. At home against Salzburg, we are looking for a dominant display. Vielva. Knifen. Right back is going to be Miguel Rubio. Señoris, Cesar. Center backs are going to be Ferreros and Otero. Revert and Petrush. No.
Congrats on the multiple marriages. Count this sub towards one of the honeymoon funds.
I appreciate that. We're going to try it out on this side and go with a midfield playmaker on Perez, and then also have him be a pressing central midfielder. Villarreal Petrush is going to just be center mid all the way through. And I think we're actually going to start him there. What formation are they playing? Projected 4-2-3-1. Basic. Embarrassing. Where's Casado, actually? We're gonna go Casado, Perez, Señoris, Rubio, not Cesar. You were actually terrible in the last match. Leo Versalis is so convincingly the starter over you right now. I mean, it's not even funny. Gotta lock some player instructions in there. Okay. That's what we're doing. Perez is the creative force. Casado is the other passer. Señoris the passer. This is going to allow us to hopefully isolate the back 5-6 of these guys and just play against them and break them down. And with our late runs, we'll have the numbers in there to overwhelm that. So I like that very much. Dal Naki is going to be available here. Christian Dal Naki is fully available. All right, then Gerard, Revert, Mbambo, Avacote, Kiar, Petruja, Navas, and Christian Dal Naki of Romania. We have 2 Romanians on our bench. W-hot Romanians. All right, chat. Champions League now. Champions League. All rise. to Champions League night at the Tingis Pingis in North Africa. The European Champions League has gone off continent. The hottest ticket in Africa tonight, UD Malia and Red Bull Salzburg. The Champions League returns to the North African exclave that has become a staple of Spanish football. Please rise and remove your caps for the performance of the Champions League anthem. It's the champions, the champions, the champions. You may be seated. All right, big game. Big game. Got the win at Napoli. If we can get 6 points from our first two matches, that sets us up absolutely wonderfully to maybe be able to rotate, I don't know, a little bit. I would love to rotate a couple of Champions League matches towards the back half. We will see. But this, against the champions of Austria, Celtic learned you don't want to mess with those guys too much, but feels like one of those matches that should be accessible for us. We've started on the front foot analytically here. Knifen. Casado. Perez. Knifen. Under control. Tried to just jam it in. Rubio. Oh, he's open! The academy kid, who when he joined this club as a senior team player was a semi-professional, is now captaining UD Malia on a Champions League night at the Tingis Pingis Park. The dream career of Miguel Rubio continues in the captain's armband. The local boy, one of our own, Miguel Rubio. Him and Marcos Perez and Mr. Malia, Sergio Otero, all academy kids starting this Champions League match. Villalba, Versales, back to Villalba. Villalba, Versales! Oh, that was saved. Hey, good work, boys, good work. Keep fighting. Villalba. Lopes to Shara! I think I pulled something. The big man bodying off all of Austria to put Malia up 1-0. Allison Lopes to Shara. Loves a big moment. Rubio. Ferreros. Otero. Señoris. Perez, who's a great passer of the ball. Knifen into Rubio. Rubio. Casado's open. Plenty of time! Yeah, make him think twice about leaving you open like that. Make him think twice about that. Perez. Knifin. Ooh, Rubio's underlap was so on. Otero. Casado. Versales. Gianmarco Villalba. Back to Versales. Back to Villalba. Rubio! Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Don't need to do that. Don't let the pressure off. Good defensive header by Otero. Now here comes Gianmarco Villalba. Villalba. I actually don't hate that. There was a great defensive recovery by them. They're very packed in. Versales looking for Lopes Teixeira. You can put the whole team on him. He'll still find a way to get on the end of the ball. Allison Lopes Teixeira. We're on that. Oh, yes, we are. Casado's there. Perez keeps it going. Tight space passing. Casado. Villalba! No, that was on. Gianmarco Villalba recapturing his form from last season. Again, it's Casado with the assist. A wonderfully weighted ball to unleash the Mexican winger, who wasted no time. Gianmarco Villalba. Hey, good work. Exactly the way I wanted us to play. Just that kind of dominant on the front foot and never giving up the front foot type of playing. Oh, yeah, I'm playing Nico Roscher. Todorov, I think, is that Bulgarian midfielder that I liked, that they snapped him up. Didn't have the top-end potential, but really well-rounded player. Good business from Salzburg. Casado. Otero. Ferreros. Knifin meets it. Perez. Rubio. Casado's there! This feels like my starting midfield. Casado and Perez. They complement each other well. Oh, Rubio, you kind of got to be there. Oh, yes, Casado again. Oh, Casado finds Knifin. Knifin driving. The wingers unleashed. Mark Casado continues to make the plays. And this time it's Knifin. Dude, Casado's had a couple of games where he's just, his defense, and he's just making, like, you know, he's not pulling incredible passes out of nowhere. He's just making the pass that you should make. It opens up, boom, first time, ball's there, on his foot. Guy's using his brain. Whoa. All right, Knifin, it worked. And he's still going. Lucas Knifin. Flat ball to Casado, who's been immense. Finds Villalba. Lopes Teixeira! He was off. Ooh, we're padding the goal difference now. Knifin goes for it all! do you do? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. The right-footed shot from this angle with so much power. Just whips it around the wall and catches Tongvik lacking. Absolute belter from Lucas Knifen, the Swiss sensation, the Swiss mister. Somebody's got to be tired, right? I mean, the boys are just having a game. We're just going to let them have a game. Senori's. Unali, you can play that role, technically. Yvonne, go get Otero. Just want to give Senori's a blow for a few minutes. There we go. Looking like what I feel like we can look like more than we do, right? Looking like a team that's a real danger. That's what we want. Oh, what happened? Bring it down. All right, 2 matches, 2 wins in the Champions League at Napoli, at home against Red Bull Leipzig. Wrong one. Salzburg. Close enough. New gate receipt record. We made nearly $1 million on the gate receipts from that alone. That's pretty sick. The Swiss Army Knifen. Right. I was in the middle of pulling up the staff redemptions. I was in the middle of it. I really just wanted to play that Champions League match before we got to it. But we have 3 staff redemptions. We have 3 redemptions to name a member of our staff. The first one is from that guy Waldo, who wants to name a possession coach. Oh my goodness. Antonio Conte? Real? That's not. Managing Romania. Atta boy. Yeah. Antonio Conte. Nice job, man. At 66 years young. Quabena, oh my goodness. This guy's going to be one of the absolute steals of this save, maybe. He's a guy that we signed and his potential immediately got higher and his values just shot up. And any guy that you sign that like the moment you've signed them, he hasn't even played. We got to loan him out in January. Because our B team's all about those wingbacks and he doesn't have that set yet. We got to go through our training is what we got to do. Fix all that up. Kelvin Mbambo for Finland. Tomáš Bashir for Czechia. He actually hasn't played for them yet, but I would assume he's been the backup. Yo, Versalles! It's about time. 21-year-old left wingback Leo Versalles has been called up to Spain to join Sergio Otero, our Spanish international from the Youth Academy. Owen Leonard, oh my goodness, he's getting worse. Well, that's no fun, and his potential has gone down, and what happened? Kamel Mahmoud for the Tunisian U20s. Mateo Nava is getting better. Okay, that's good. Nava's got really high potential. And Francesco Marcangeli, oh my. Baby. Explosive development for Francesco Marcangeli, the wonder kid Italian player that we've signed. Havacote Dutch U21s, Aguiar Portugal U21s, Navas, Salvador, Revert, Perez, Samu Andres, Fernando, and Boubacar Diatre are all in the Spain U21s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. 7 guys.
Sorry, can you show us your recruitment focuses?
Nothing crazy. Just Wonder Kid searching the different regions of the world. You know, looking for low age, high potential, low current ability players. All right, Cañete to Germany. And there's always one person in the chat that never realized Angel Cañete is German, but yes. Oh my goodness, Kamal Shawi just got called up to... He really is a decent player. Our B team player just got called up to the Moroccan team. Like the Moroccan senior national team. That's pretty nuts. Huge congratulations to Kamal Chawi, Youth Academy kid. Bruce Zulu and Loandile Moeti have been called up to the South African national team. I assume Zulu's playing decently well. Mohamed Khalilunale to Tunisia. Tomoyuki Shigehiro. Dude, look at how good he's been for Sevilla. He has 7 goal contributions in 6 matches for Sevilla ever since we loaned him out. My goodness. Shigehiro. Gerard to Belgium, Kjaer to Denmark, and Knifen to Switzerland. We really have quite a diverse team. All right. Now to the staff. We need to go to recruitment, and we need to go to... No, we need to go to squad. We need to go to training. We need to go to coaching, assignments. They want a possession coach. An unnamed possession coach. How about Chris Bregman? Chris Bergman. You are our new possession coach, except they want... that guy, Waldo, wants them to be named Francois Lampard. Francois Lampard! Welcome to the staff. Thank you so much for being here today. And then other coaches, we have somebody looking for a defensive coach. We have the Turkish defensive coach, Yavuzcan Dogane. You're going to be renamed to Mark. This is courtesy of Mablaba. They want him to rename them to Mark Deman. Mark Deman, welcome to the staff. Thank you, Mablaba. And Hop Sealy wants to name a coach. We're gonna name Mateo Mass. I believe that name's already been taken. All right, Dane Clate is a coach on our team, and Hop Silly wants to rename a coach to Marcus Junius Brutus. Brutus, welcome to the staff. I'm going to try and keep all sharp objects away from you. Thank you for redeeming your staff naming redemptions at 2, Brute. How's Yvonne doing? Some development. Nothing crazy, but his value is topped at 97 million right now. All right, that second freaking loss against Atafe has really pissed me off when it comes to the league. We have just caught fire. Obviously, in the Champions League, we're looking really good. So I want us to get a nice win in the league to make me feel good about myself. Al Nasser make Abram January offer. What an interesting move. World Award winners announced. U21. Oh, dude! Second and third, dog. We were second and third. Knifen was second and Kjaer was third, but Alan Aquino is like such a stud. I can't even blame him. It's so unlucky for Knifen. It's his last year up for the award. Same with Jens Kjaer. They finished second and third for under 21 player of the year. Just bitter pill to swallow. Alan Aquino, though, deserving of the, deserving of that. Manzurbek Holmatov. He has played for the B team, but not as much as I would have wanted. All right, after this match chat, we're setting our training. We need to do some training situating. I know it's super sexy, but we are doing it. All right, League, do we have Europe coming up midweek next week? No, we've got an international break, so let's just go ahead and send it with our first team then. Delnaki, not eligible. Sarai, still injured. 2 to 4 weeks for Raul Surai. Gonna be tough for him to get back into the team. It's gonna be tough. I'm going to start Vielva on the right.
Sacked in the morning.
Oh, come on. We're not getting sacked in the morning. We've got a win in 4 of our first 6 matches this season. We're fine. I'm going to start Navas. I just want to see what he can do for me. Did Vielva not get called up, or is that going to happen after this? I feel like I didn't see Vielva get called up to Mexico. That's a little awkward. Hey, no pressure, boys. No pressure. Just go deliver a win. We got almost a starting 11 out there, captained by, club born and raised Miguel Rubio. Came up through the youth ranks at this club when it was a semi-professional outfit. Been here for the whole growth of the club. Barcelona and Real Madrid, neither of them has had a super hot start to the season, which leaves the top of the league open for a potential run from us. We need to be the team that can make that run, that can put 6 wins together in the league. Come on. Freaking 2-0 loss at Getafe. My face is still red from that. Oh, goodness. He's off. He's miles off. I already saw the flag go up. That's not even close. All right, boys, a little encouragement. Let's just go get them right back here. They thought they had a little special moment. It's obvious they didn't. Atletico Madrid is 19th. Or Atleti Bilbao. I thought Bilbao was up with us, so you're saying Madrid's 19th. I mean, they did play us, and we did beat them pretty bad. They did not impress me. I thought Bilbao was up by the top of the league. Yeah, okay, so it is Madrid. Come on, boys. Come on, get after him now. Get after him. Villalba. Navas. Casado. Navas says, well done by Navas. Take him. Take him. Ooh, well tight. Oh, whoa, Rubio. Not normally Rubio's game. That was a wonderful touch and hit, though. There you go. That's the pass we need to make. Villalba, and now we're flowing. Ooh. Ferreros, why are we keeping him onside? I mean, really, good save. That's so bad from Ferreros. I don't know what he's doing. He's watching a butterfly fly around the field. Big save by Sosa. Just save us from our own idiocy for a second. Making sure our crosses were set to what I thought they were. Want the low. Jens Kjær. Oh, Senores. Nice, Versales. That's so good. Not only did he get to the ball, but he got it all the way out of harm's way. Shape restored. Oh, that's a sick ball. Oh, nice. It's nothing. The highlight is literally nothing. That was all Leo Versales just chopping that ball out of there. Or it could be a highlight for us. All right, Ferreros. Good carry. I mean, where the hell is he going? He's gone well above and beyond the call of duty here. Casado. Kiar. Good ball out to Rubio. We're flowing again. And now we're in position. We can move their midfield around. Oh, my goodness. Oh, please score. I could watch this goal all day. This is so good. Rubio has it wide. Signoris draws the second midfielder, opens it up for Casado. One touch, double back heel from Kiara Navas. I mean, back it up even further. Back it up even further. We've got Kiar with this, like, outside of the foot ball to Rubio, brings it down, lets the defense shift.
Look who's back.
Comes back,
Work kept
3
me away
touches,
from
including
Melia in
consecutive
July
back
and
heels and 1
Are
touch
we
to
winning
settle.
Brazilian bottle?
We're not scoring a goal better than that all year. And that's 2 backups. That's Jens Kiar and Luis Miguel Navas that made those passes. That's simply insane. Wow, 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 wow. What a goal from UD Malia. It's champagne football. And Leo Versales, who just got his first Spain call-up, scores another goal this season. We'll watch it in its entirety one more time. They wanted me to watch all of this in a slowed down mode. Here you go. Kiar out to Rubio, well lassoed, up to Signoris, who's just there to draw the extra man. Kiar, Navas, Versales keeps his run going. He knows the ball could come back to him, and it's a tidy finish. Wow. Can't play any better than that. Gotta look at the overlap, Villalba. That's just insane that he didn't. Good range by Ferreros. Oh, my. Good save, kid! And people were doubting him because he had, 1 or 2 matches where he was down. Great save and hold by Ruben Sosa to bail out Ferreros after he made a lovely play. He then proceeded to make a stupid play. All right, Navas. Casado. And we've got him backed up now so we can build this the way we want to build this, and hopefully that's straight to another goal. Ferreros, Perez, Villalba. There's room here. Weak-footed ball out to Versales. Jens Kiar. Signoris. Versales, Signoris. Oh, man. Oh, a counter press was good. Still is. This guy could have relieved the pressure, but did not. Letting Marcos Perez just, creep forward here. This has the feeling of them just passing me the ball. They've figured their way out, but we're there. Am I on full match? But the flag's up under my mouse up here. The flag's up. Good. I like how I said that right before they almost scored. Nah, he was off. I believe you. Off. Rule's the rule. The rule is the rule. I didn't make it. The rule is the rule. Nice pass. All right, Kjær. Jens Kjær. Jens Kjær. Thought he was going to pop that. He did pop it. Viova, how did that not go in? Hey, good work, boys. We're ahead on the scoreboard, and we deserve to be ahead on the scoreboard based off how well we've played. You're damn right. Rubio's there. Yeah, buddy! Show him how to play. Show him how to play the Malia way. Rule's the rule. The rule is the rule. He's offside. Rule is the rule. Can't argue with the rule book. He's either offside or he's not. The rule is the rule. Rule is the rule. Great job there through that initial wall of press. Rubio got to maybe get rid of that ball a little earlier. There we go. Good counter press. Got to be us here. Senori's well won. Villalba. Oh, Ferreros! You cannot let him get away with that touch and then cook you anyways. Ferreros. Nice intensity defensively by Otero. Just getting there. He's just getting there. There you go. Use your players. Hey, look at me. I'm going to do something weird and you're going to be like, why the hell is he doing this? But I promise you it makes sense. Senori's left, Casido drop. We're really struggling to break the press right now. Their press is actually pretty good, so we're going to test drive dropping a second midfielder in to create a passing box and kind of stretch the defense out a little bit in new and exciting ways. Because they're like, I don't know if it's some man marking or something, but they're putting two center backs that are not great with the ball in Otero and Ferreros into positions that I personally don't want them to be in. Mbambo, we're going to get you on the field now. Revert, we're going to get you on the field now. Or Havakote, actually. And Rubio and Casido. Gerard, you pick Casido up. And Rubio is wheezing. We're going to go ahead and go with Cesar. All right, go, boys. Let's go. Here we go, boys. Oh, not winger. Dang it, he doesn't have his player instructions in. Inside forward. All right, we really should be shifting into a different formation now. Going to take him off of advanced wingbacks. We're going to have him kind of come back here. All right, both play center backs. Revert! Come here. Try and get the ball to him. That's what we want to do. We want to try to get the ball to Havakote. Can we wing back them from deeper? Yeah, right. We'll wing back them from deeper offensively, just so they're already in that spot. Okay, lower. Time wasting's obviously going to be on. What an incredible tackle by Andre Gerrard. Incredible tackle. Subs! Let's just make sure that it worked. Revert, Senoriz, Versales, Cesar, Otero, Ferreros, all in the right roles. Mbamba's inside forward never went through, but that's the least of our worries here. All right, boys, highlight for us. Cesar on the move. Oh my goodness. Versales. Versales. Leo Navas! Oh my goodness, he's so good. Leo Versales, Navas, Revert! Oh, Pablo Revert! Oh, it's Pablo, the Academy kid, who's been a gadget first-team player for 2 years. Does a little bit of everything, and that includes scoring a very timely goal. Pablo Revert! With a cheeky chip to the corner. Oh, what a finish by Pablo Revert. Wow, what a time. What a time for Pablo Revert to put that one to bed. Maybe we should be giving Pablo Revert a little more playing time. He played a full season in La Liga for like a relegation candidate team before we made him a first-team player for us when he was out on loan. And he played well. He had a good season with that team, playing as like an attacking midfielder and winger. He has that in the locker. Oh, there you go. Just run. Mbambo! Kelvin Mbambo! Looking for Havakote, never a bad idea. The Flying Dutchman. It's had a slow start to the year. The emergence of Knifin has definitely cut into his playing time, and the emergence of Villalba. There was a time where Havakote was my preferred, like, winger attacking midfielder player. Well, good job hanging on to that win. As much as Andre Gerrard tried to torpedo our chances, did a very good job of hanging on to that. Gadget, thank you for the 64 months, you meanie. Buddhist Punk, thank you for the 39 months. Lewis, thank you for the 10 months. And Ben, thanks for the 62 months. Look who's back. Work kept me away from Malia in July and August. Oh, damn. Well, I think you just got to find a new job at that point. I'm not going to appeal. The fine's already set by our code of conduct. I'm not going to issue it here and accidentally get it wrong. But that was a good survival, and we enter the international break top of the league. I think there's some more games tomorrow, and we'll see what happens in those games. But 5 wins from our first 7. Barcelona away is our first match after the international break. That's pretty good. Now, Reavert, I've liked Reavert. We ended up having to loan him out the back half of last year. So he spent half a season with the first team and then half a season on loan. But he was he's just a good player. He's just good. He's just a good La Liga player who can play a lot of positions. I like having that guy around. All right, we have our full defense back. Salvador is finally getting himself back fit after his second potentially injury-riddled year here, which sucks, but he's another academy kid who's a part of the first team. I just hope that he finally turns some sort of corner. This whole 81 player thing is getting a little insane. Like the fact that we have an 81 player scouting list every time. Like did I put 1,000 youth players? I might have. Like in the off season, did I put 1,000 youth players down? All right, Leonard Carl. He's good. He's turned into a good player. Has not broken into the German national team, and I can see kind of why Bayern Munich is maybe looking at moving him. All right, Jarell Quansah apparently have decided to scout. We'll go ahead and put him. Yeah, we'll put him on the yes list. We'll track the end of contract war that's going on for him. We're going to keep an eye on it. Ruben. All right, no. Pablo. Yep, here are the youth players. Juan Agudo. Potentially just a bona fide wonder kid. Frederick Brindesader. Michael Alexander Gut. That's a yes list for sure. Valued under 10 million with 5-star potential. Oystein Lundblad Hestet. I did maybe scout 1,000 of these youth kids. Sorry. Jan van Loo. Damn, all right. He's interested in a transfer. He's 15. And he's temperamental. I'm not getting any indications of professionalism. Yeah. I wouldn't want to spend $7 million on that guy anyways. And that is what they would accept. Alexander Abeln. All the pace in the world, but we know he's not going anywhere else with it. Adama Diakite. Definitely not interested in a guy like that. Ray Matthews. He's got a nationality that would help, too. But he's, ridiculous. Ludovic Munch. We just put him on the Wonder Kid list. So I'm not spending $50 million for a guy that's not somewhere near first team ready. Sheikh Haidara. This 18-year-old Girona player. 32 is still a lot. Cesar Ibikunle. Ruben. I feel like we have the opportunity, sure. Luca Airline. I think the era of airline is done. Andrea Natali. Now, these are guys that are like not youth players, but we've just scouted up anyways to like look at. He is consistent, enjoys big matches, is resolute. Liverpool's considering a move for him. His contract runs till 2039. Svetoslav Inchev, $7 million. Fairly professional as well. turns 18, and I mean, he's good, man. I think he's worth a lot more than $7 million, too. Holy Trinity's solid. Obviously, he's kind of a pace merchant in the way that he plays right now, but he's a young 17 who just cracked the Bulgarian national team. In-cutting winger from the right side. Very valued setup. Bit of an adaptability issue, potentially.
Zed, hope the weddings were great. How's the player
They were.
signings going?
We built a good team. We built a good team. We built a team that it has some adjustments it can make to put more pressure on the opposition, and that's something that I obviously love. Me and my $180 million transfer budget, me and my club balance of $155 million. A lot to like about Svetislav Inchev. There is. Whatever potential is there, he's going to be able to reach it, and I think he's going to be a darn good player. I think it is a long shot he becomes a first-team guy with the crowded nature of our winger room right now. Wamura, Dolnaki, Nava. He's better than Zulu and Bryant as a prospect. He's better than Bello and Pano as prospects. Maybe level with Diatre. And then Lelamela Moquete. Then we have Yande and Shigehiro and Gian Carlos. $7 million is a little steep, but I know it's a release clause. I'm going to pay it. He has everything that I like and that I'm looking for in a guy that I feel like I can trust to develop well. And we obviously have our B team pathway, which will be able to provide Svetislav Inchev with plenty of support and really world-class coaching and all that stuff. So, Celinho, he is interested in playing for me, but he has a big issue. I can't remember what it is. There's like a hole in his game. It's like first touch or something. Firuz Yusupov. The Ajax and Tajikistan national team defender and wingback. Really just a wingback, and he's a good wingback. Problem is he's not that good. I do love him because, you know, he's Firuz Yusupov from Tajikistan, and he's like a competent player. But alas. Frantijek Batka. Doesn't like big matches. That's where they go to, that's when they go to MLS. Doesn't like big matches. You will find guys that don't like big matches all over the MLS leagues. Kim Ji-hwan. Wasim Bouali from Al Rayyan, 20-year-old Tunisian defensive midfielder. I'm going to go ahead and trust my scouts on this and remove him from the short list. Juan Manuel Traver. Little too expensive. It's so close. Oh, Johan Manzambi. World Cup star. Johan Manzambi. Looks like he's had a really good career. Keep an eye on the end of contract potential. He only contracted till 2037. He might slip through their fingers. Jacobo Ramon. I'm just not in the business of spending $40 million for 30-year-old Kleber. We don't have the extra spare resources as a team.
And it doesn't even come with a driver. All that money and I've got nothing to show for it. Hi Zia, love the streams and vids. Z and sub hype love for Bruges.
Dog, nothing to show for it. Oh, B+. Yo, Shua, thank you for the 52 months. And Medical Card, thank you for the 54 months. Good to see you, brother. Maxime, thank you for the 26 months. Love for Bruges. Love from Bruges? Right back at you, dude. I've actually been to Bruges before. Lovely. It was like 100 degrees Fahrenheit when I was there. Pat Vicious, thank you for the 7 months. This Kleber guy is saucy. A little low on the first touch, but definitely a defensive guy with the stamina, but not necessarily the work rate to cover the field that way. Definitely a guy when we're building our teams that we would want to keep an eye on. Alan Cairns, is this the guy that I keep looking at and I'm like, wait, he's good. Not anymore. Ruben! No. Mikhail Sledebo, Yilmaz Aydemir. He's pretty good. Problem is he's lacking, and normally you'd want a wingback to be athletic, and he's not an overly athletic kid. He's going to have to grow into his speed. You know, he's going to have to do a lot of those speed drills and stuff. Hervé Fontenot. He has 2 caps for France. What the hell is the world we're living in where this guy has 2 caps for France? Doesn't like big matches either. Just absolutely mind blown that that guy exists. Pachequinho, 21-year-old Brazilian winger. It's got a lot to him. Not enough, unfortunately. Barack Beelan. I mean, you're all potential at 20 years old. I'm starting to doubt you a little bit. Lee Davies, who has re-signed a new contract until 2040. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back. I believe Lee Davies could be one of the best players in the world, and I believe they are undervaluing him. I will be back. Rodolfo Sierra. Explosive athlete, very short. Not even overly short. His jumping reach is just terrible. Ivan Lopez. 21-year-old Spanish center back who plays for Sevilla and would be a break glass in case of emergency signing. Rui Silva, 28 years old, 28 years young. Yeah, I don't think so. Jean-Baptiste Fiel M from LB Châteauroux in France. Anders Simonson. We're going to chuck you in there for another scouting report. Andres. It's not worth the amount of money it would cost to get him. He just ain't. Andres Cantu. Dimitro Vilkovic. Okay, so we finally narrowed Vilkovic's potential all the way down. I could have told you it was bad. I could have told you it was bad. Luke Baboom. Big fan of Luke Baboom. Sorry, fan of his name. Got to be more specific. Thomas Marstuck. He's got the size, got the reflexes. Just allegedly doesn't have the potential. Ali Ghazi. Refine that potential for me in a future scouting report, would you please? Go ahead and scout this guy again. Oh, Lauren. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. We'll put him on the maybe list, but we definitely don't need him on the yes list. That's a little ridiculous. Henrik Muller, 19-year-old wingback from Copenhagen. Definitely not a wonder kid. So let's cool it there. Vasilis Spandanidis. As English as they come, Vasilis Spandanidis. And he is undervalued by Arsenal. They aren't really sure on what they have, but we kind of are. Lapo Schneller. Kind of sucks. Danny Ali, this is the Macedonian superstar. He is a genuine superstar. Juan Camilo Martinez from Al Khalij. Kevin Martinez. I had so much hope for the Gold Cup guys. Now let's negotiate for Enchev. thought it said he was interested. Am I hallucinating that? I feel like it did. All right, let's go to training. We've got to set our individual training for the year. And we'll start with our senior team and our top trainers. He's not even, training, playing a position yet. So that's how you know this guy's a stud. Ivan. Ruben Souza, Mohamed Khalil Unali, who's a new signing as well. We got to make sure he's locked in. Ivan, do we want to train anything in particular? No, because we want it to go into his tackling. Actually, we'll train quickness. Guy's got a ton of potential. It's always good to dump some of that ability into just being a fast dude. Gianmarco Villalba, Jens Kjaer continues to work as a right winger, correct? Yeah, we're adding a little versatility to his game since he has basically no versatility. We're going to keep working him as a center back, but he obviously has the skill set to play that defensive midfield role as well. Christian Dolnaki. He's left-footed, right? I remember him being. Oh my goodness, he's right-footed. Well, good thing I looked. Got a long way to go, but I want him to prove that he can play that position first. All right, central midfield. Just run full central midfielder. Mark Casado. You're already good. Rubio, you're already good. Cesar, we adding anything to your game? I mean, I'm assuming you're working advanced wingback on the right, just so you have all four positions down. Allison Lopes Teixeira. Not a developing player. You are Seviro Havacote, and you're not really you're not really helping. We've added a ton of weak foot. Let's go with ball control. He's a little limited in his ball control. That dribbling, that touch should be better. Pablo Revert. He's going to be working as a box-to-box midfielder from the deep position. Oh, my goodness. So this song, my brother went to Brazil recently, and he heard this in a Brazilian club. And it's like the goofiest song ever, but I can't stop bumping it. So we're going to turn it up while we do this training. This is an Adler import right here. Like, it's a goofy song, and the guy just goes Petrosky, like, during the entire song, and I have no explanation for that whatsoever. But, banger.
Let's go.
Never felt worse watching on YouTube. Here, I'll pull up the name of the song so you can listen along. I clicked the wrong thing. Mega Push the Feeling. It's Mega Push the Feeling by DJ Petrosky. Let's do a little finishing training. Let's have him take first time shots. I think that's something that would really help. So we're going to do that on Luis Miguel Navas. Jens Kjaer, we just want him to keep developing. We're not super sure on that. Knifen argues with officials, cuts inside from the right. We want him to dribble more. We want him to dribble more. Runs with ball often. All right, get your trait to be able to dribble more, Knifen. Banger. Oh, and I also, we're just going to listen to a few songs. Oh, it's a great song, too. We can come back to that. I ended up getting sent towards German House while I was in Europe. I don't understand a word of what they're saying, but these two songs, we're playing consecutively, are pretty solid. Like, just kind of vibey. Yeah. No, we're running through the tunes while we do our training for the year. What do I want on Gianmarco Vialva? He's incredible off the ball, so I'd love to have him maybe beaten off side trap. That not an option? All right. Yeah, sorry. For YouTube, this is the song. It's called Genau Das by some dude named Hank. I have no idea why. This and one other song were the ones that I was like, oh, even though I have no idea what they're saying, I'm like, something to use his incredible movement. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? 1-2s wouldn't work. This guy is an absolute nightmare to mark. He's impossible to mark. We've got to use that better. Maybe because he comes deep to get the ball, he can't offside trap.
Biggest signing now?
It would be a poor choice to remove comes deep from his game. I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't let you read about the traits in FM26. How is somebody supposed to learn how to play the game? You don't get a detailed explanation of it? Look, it's a good idea. They don't think it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Come here. Stop him from coming deep to get the ball, Doug. Stop him from coming deep to get the ball. This guy has 40,000 traits. I love it. He's an insane player. I'm done training anything else except for attributes on Zaviro Havakote. He could be a special player. Ball control. Oh my goodness, he needs to work on his ball control. He sucks with the only reason he can't be a playmaker is because he sucks with the ball so much. All right, 14 flair, 16 vision, 15 passing. Yeah, he's got does not dive into tackles and gets into the opposition area. He's already got what you would want. Revert, Salvador. No, I just want him to stay alive. The dude he does a terrible job of that, by the way. Terrible job. Oh, knocks ball past opponents and gets forward whenever. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty damn good for Leo Varselis. Mohamed Khalil Unali. He's got short, simple passes, no through balls, back at all times, dives into tackles, and refrains from taking long shots. Are there any other traits for defenders, or does he just already have all of them? So he dives into tackles. Yeah, I'm good there. Casado, Luis Alberto Ferrero, Miguel Rubio, Sergio Otero, Ivan. Moves ball to right foot before attempting to dribble and doesn't take long shots. Both feel kind of pointless to me. Uses long throws to start counterattacks. Nice. Okay. Good work training. Let's take a look at the B team now. A little sort by rating just to see what's up. Carlos Alvarez. This guy is, I think, playing a little bit. I'm not sure. Ogar Olawale. Love that name. I really love Ogar Olawale as a concept. Let's find some other... What other interesting songs have I... Oh, I promised you guys I'd play this one. Little Bob Seger popped up. We'll go back. We'll take it back. Some smooth saxophone. That's right. Didn't expect that, did you? Alejandro Duran. Guy sucks. He's like one of those extra holdover guys. Yep, Sam Bassar continues to not get better or worse at all. Jimmy Blom's getting better and worse. Jesus Carbonara Sauce is okay. Manzurbek Holmatov not doing well at all. All right, you got to learn how to play central midfield, buddy. Elvis Tavares. I think he got hurt. Pierre Lang, Kamal Shawi, Kwabena Apia. This is a guy that we absolutely need to be teaching how to play aggressive right wing back. Marco Antonio Palafox, really seizing the opportunity with the B team here. Owen Leonard, Bukar Diatre. Up on the stage. And there I go. And Fernando, who is a stud that's probably not too far away from the first team right now. All right, that's easy. No traits training down there. On to UD Malia U19s. Who's training well? Danny Gonzalo Benito. Aguado. Giannis Yoon, who's just like terrible as a player. Everything about him is awful. Respectfully. As respectfully as I can possibly put this. Everything about him is awful. Francisco Javier. We're training him as an inside winger off the left. He's got that potential. Got to work on that final third, though. And I'll tell you what, we're going to train him up as a winger on the right side as well. We're going to try and get his versatility nailed down very early. That potential's really high. And that's what we're going to work on. Guillermo Rodriguez. Alberto Ordonez. Yeah. Up on the stage. All right, Juan Mecca. This guy is a striker. And he's got to add a little pace to his game. He's got to add a little pace to his game if he's going to be able to make the first team. Pedro Gonzalez Gutierrez. That poor guy's been like a decent player for the youth team for years. And then he's going to walk into the B team and slowly lose, playing time. And he'll never be the same again. He'll slip into alcoholism. And one day I'll run into him on the street and I'll be like, Pedro, what happened? And he'll be like, I thought I was going to be a star. And I'll be like, you don't need to be a star to contribute at UD Malia. And then I'll pick him up like this, like one of these. And I'll pick him up off the street and I'll bring him back to the training session, the training facility. I'll give him a nice meal. And then he'll just start training with the U19s again, even though he's like 22, just to, get him back off the street and get him feeling good again. And then I'm going to put him with the B team and he's going to start slow. Like first season, he's kind of a nobody. And then all of a sudden he's going to score like 25 goals in one season. and then our starting striker is going to get hurt. And we're going to bring him into the first team, and then he's going to become a first team mainstay and an inspiration to an entire group of kids from Aaliyah and to former homeless people everywhere. And he's going to be on the cover of magazines, mostly for motivational speaking and stuff. But then there's going to be one swimsuit one, and we don't really know where that came from because all of a sudden he has abs, which we all just kind of have to live with. It's kind of surprising. Makes you think it was all a LARP to begin with, but no, there was enough proof that it was real, so we don't need to doubt that too much. Even though we hired an investigative journalist to prove that he was homeless, but then we proved that he was homeless, but then he found out that we hired an investigative journalist in the first place, and that obviously upset him. So now we have to pay him $1 million a year to shut up and not mention it. So there's a really bright future ahead for Gutierrez Gonzalez. Cannot wait. And, what was that? It's like 5 years from now, he's going to be the starting striker on the first team. So that's good. Yep. You guys see the vision, right? You see the vision. Crystal clear. Good. Yeah, there's a vision in there. How is Ladji Touré doing? It's like a perfectly fine goalkeeper. Abdou Otoo, who we've loaned to Torrens, where he's played 3 matches and played poorly. That's disappointing. I feel like Torrens is a great opportunity. All right. Damn you, brother. I need a recap. No, Kamel Mahmoud. Guy has first team. He has a first team shot. Yeah, well, why are you not playing Dominic? Like, it's not my fault that you were an idiot to loan him in the first place with that agreed amount of playing time. You got to play him. He can't show up and play one match off the bench. You got to play him. Put him on the field, man. Stupid. Just join what's going on. Pedro Gonzalez Gutierrez has uncovered a troubling trajectory, but he'll make it out. He'll make it out. Hey, Versalles played and got an assist for Spain. Didn't thank me. Love it. Simple. Yep, rolled his ankle. He'll be fine. If Yanyi Samuel and Ogar Olawale have been called up by Nigeria head coach Rahidi Jaidi. Wait, like for actual Nigeria? Oh, yeah, Samuel plays there. Ogar Olawale doesn't. Dude, look at his value. Oh, my God. I'm so good at this. I find random dudes like this and then just... Also, how we do... Our B team was kind of struggling. Oh, God. Guys, what are we doing? Well, yeah, Ogar Olawale's potential seems to have gone down, but he did just get called up by Nigeria and is incredibly high valued, so the drop in potential sucks, but his value is there. Hey, man. Congratulations, Leo Versalles. We have 2 Spain players in our team now. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. You're doing great. Yeah, what's the question? Moetti is on loan with Charlton, and he made his international debut for South Africa. Hey, Lwandile, good work. Lwandile Moetti. No, Patricia. That's why he rolled his ankle as well. Guys, tape your ankles in these matches. Okay, that's 2 rolled ankles. We want no more. Tape your damn ankles in these matches, please. Tape. Wrap them up. Can't do with any of these any more of these injuries. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Right, he's already playing for Brazil. He's a really versatile wingback. I'm not surprised Cesar finds like a gap in the Brazilian call-up. Ruben Sosa for Uruguay, Leonardo Silva for Argentina. If it's an ankle after I told you to tape your damn ankles, why does nobody listen to me? I just told you we got to really pay attention to the ankle tape. I sent out a memo, club-wide. Nobody pays attention. Moetti paid attention, and that's why he's playing. Freaking rolled ankle knife and
I was going to share a sodium joke today, but you know what? Nah. Happy 50th to those who celebrate.
Ufka, thank you for the 50. Congratulations on the half century. And Casca Derek, welcome to the hammers. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. Thanks for the prime. And Stag, thank you for the 65 months. Kingston F, thank you for the 2 months. Thanks for always teaching me, Daddy. I love FM now. Okay. All right. Gemini, thank you for the 28 months. Yeah, I'm glad Knifin scored while rolling his ankle because he's a baller. Yeah, we got 3 rolled ankles right now. All of them will be kind of available by the first match that we have that we're back for. 6 players called up. What, the Villalba for the Mexican U20? He's got 14 caps for Mexico. What is he doing in the U23? It's probably Olympic stuff. It's almost definitely Olympic stuff. Alrighty, monthly financial update's pretty good. Champions League money is keeping us pretty healthy. Cesar Crisostomo. All right, starting to flash a little potential. He's got loan interest from a bunch of bad teams. That's the way it is. Christian Dalnaki says, sorry to report. Sorry to report what, dude? We signed this guy for $3 million. There's nothing you need to be sorry about. Oh, okay. Lelamela Mokete was September's Talent of the Month in the Netherlands. All right. Thank you, Lelamela Mokete. Tony Fernandez, Inchev. I know. I'm trying to sign him, but he doesn't want to join us. It's friggin' Bulgarian Player of the Month at 17. Dude, you know you want to play for me. It's been a week since you told me you didn't want to play for me, but everything's changed now. Yeah, I'm happy to see Lelamela Mokete playing well. Offer accepted, and he wants to negotiate with a wall. He wants to negotiate with a wall. Good for him. Happy for him. Really happy for him. Good for him, man. Really good for him. Oh, I'm having a great day. Hope he's having a great day. You know? Great news. Great news. King Steph, thank you for the 56 months. Said, biggest signing now. Our biggest signing is definitely Senorice. We are finally done with all those kids, dude. Finally. What an absolute wall of reports we had to just weave our way through. Now, Menko, I know. Now, Menko's one of the goalkeepers of the generation, it would seem. Serge Konin. He just doesn't have the defensive ability. He's also valued at, get this, $100 million under contract till 2038. So I don't see myself splashing that kind of money for that guy. Guillaume Restis. Good goalkeeper. Don't need him that bad. Evan Ferguson. His contract might be running out. It's getting late. Damian Magallanes. Physically good. Lacks a little strength. Technically solid defender with a good aerial presence. Composure's a little low. The concentration's really high. So he's locked in almost all the time. And he's got enough crossing to allow him to play wingback in a pinch. Damian Magalhaes, welcome to the maybe list. Herman Conan, value's just too good. He's very undervalued by them. Joseph Malinowski, super pacey, distributes the ball, absolute animal when it comes to his like 20 determinations, just insane. Yassin El Gamardi. Am I ever going to actually sign Yassin El Gamardi? I am not. He has been on my short list for years. We have known about him for years. We're never going to do anything there. I just stare at him and think that he could be something. Altin Almuka. Maybe list. Dave Stockley. All right. Now we're just making names up. I don't believe you. He's inconsistent as well. He's not an absolute yes. Mohamed Lasso is not a 5-star wonder kid. Harry Atelli is. 16-year-old center back for Stade Rennais is about to turn 17. But the pace and the height are already there. Ooh, interesting song coming out of my like songs here. This is a song that I heard as a background song on the show Vikings. Then I just looked it up and put it on my like songs list. Low John. Probably be a good B team pickup, but I'm not sure. He seems to be really undervalued by the entire world, even though I think there are teams that would be really happy to have him. Tommaso Pina. Really bad. He's like a really bad player. Mads Winther. Has no interest in a transfer, and that's really all we're looking at right now. Babacar Sow. He goes to the maybe list. Abdul Diallo. We nearly signed this guy at some point. He's a really good athlete at left back. Obviously, our left back position has picked up a healthy dose of talent over the last 2 years. Mauro Mirabella. The unfortunately too expensive Victoria Pilsen midfielder, who I would sign if he wasn't too expensive. How dare they properly value him? Lucio Molina, 25 years old, center back, playing for Argentina at Al Ittihad. I think a perfect use of the cheaper shortlist. Quentin Atiga. Feel like I'm about to sack a monastery right now. I love big wingbacks. Got a towering 5'4" there. Yeah, you might like big wingbacks, but they normally don't exist, which is a huge detractor to actually signing one. Matias Jaramillo has turned into a good goalkeeper, certainly not a great one. I have no reason to keep him on my yes list. Ivan Ngione. If this dude had height and tackling, if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike, right? But if this dude had height and tackling, he'd be a pretty special player. Yaya Konate. Problem is he's 21 years old, but his potential is extraplanetary. Al-Sad's Ali Saleh. The other great Qatari wonder kid that exists right now, and he is still a great player. Torin Bray, who not only is a good Game of Thrones character name, he is going to be a truly spectacular player. I see very little in the way of that guy becoming one of the best players in the world. Good news for Scotland. Jean-Noel Balassian. Already agreed a transfer to join Brighton. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to do anything with that. There's still a couple of these kids going that we're scouting. Rafael Quintas. Mauricio Morales from Herediano in Costa Rica. Oswald Thomas from Granada. And James Jones of Chelsea. All right, much more reasonable scouting report, though. We finally ended this huge, dang it. Marcos Perez playing youth national team just strained his groin. All right, Yande up for Zambia. Palafox is up for Mexico, and Villalva's not. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Yande, if you don't have an explosion of development, there's not a lot I'm going to be able to do to help you. Yeah, Ali Saleh being a model citizen is definitely a plus. But the other Qatari Wonder Kid is better, and PSG already signed him. And that makes me so sad that I'm going to struggle to actually sign the first Qatari Wonder Kid, Ali Saleh. Palafox, I'm expecting more. Also, how are we still bad when I've got guys like Marco Antonio Palafox playing on my B team? Like, my B team starting lineup should be pretty good. It's Chowie, Silva, and Olawale, who's like, that's a good group. Diego and Owen Leonard. Samba Sarr, Boubacar Diatre, Fernando, and Taufik Tadil. Like, it's a good team. Why are they so bad? Hopefully they can turn it around during January. We're going to have to inject a player or two into the B team to try and freaking save us. Yeah, I mean, Kelvin Mbambo's impressed with Finland. I'd have to imagine he's the best player they've got. I have to imagine. All right, Senoriz did not get called up by Spain. I spent $88 million on a guy that did not get called up by Spain. Yes. I don't know. He's playing well for me. I don't care. Keep him well rested at that point. You know what I mean? Have you played at all? No. He's played 3 friendlies, though, so that's cool. Unsurprisingly, the Americans that have been loaned out, they have buyer's remorse. Ooh, Ferreros. That'll be a tough one. Can we tape the ankles, please? 1 international break. 4 sprained ankles. Tape. Yo, MV, what's up? Hope you're well. Much love to Germany. We were listening to some German music earlier.
Hey Zed,
Tape
wondering
your ankles,
which teams
man. He's
everyone
not
in
going to
chat
be ready.
is using. I am currently 9 seasons deep playing with Nakbradar and been in the Champions League for the last few years. Up the Nakbradar.
Love the way TTS pronounces that, Sandor. Good luck, man. Thank you for the 17 months and 20. I'm doing well today. Thank you for the 5 months. I'm happy to be back playing some UD Malia. That's what I am. I'm happy to be back. All right, we've got Cañete losing in Euros qualifying to Israel with Germany. Oh my goodness, Latvia. Latvia's in position to maybe make the playoffs here. France and England in the same group, which is pretty sick. You got to question the draws here. Netherlands looks like it might miss. Yeah, and then you have groups like this. The drawing system in FM26 is like definitely broken. There's just no way. All right, Germany's still in first in their group. Survived. Let's see. All right, where are these scouting reports from? Gustavo Sa from Dortmund, who they're looking to move. We already got him on end of contract. Kwanzaa we got on end of contract, and Paulo Moreno. Paulo Moreno is an end of contract guy. I've known about that guy since he was in Peru. Alexander Vasovic. Yeah, they still probably want his release clause. Do we think I've managed to unsettle him with my interests because I'm such a big, sexy club? Probably not. But that's a nice tall wingback for you. Why was Zealand MIA? I had 2 different friends get married. Both to me. It was my wedding twice. So I was basically on a 10-day wedding hiatus. All right, I'm signing this guy. They win. There's your release clause, Alexander. And David Mishanovic. Nope, doesn't have the height. Doesn't have the height. I'm not going. Ramiro Paletta, 18-year-old Argentine at Estudiantes. Man, you don't have the skills. You don't have the skills. Ludovic Munch, slight interest in a move. We'd have to fork over like $40 million too. No. I'm okay. Gabe Ceballos. All right, just the technical. I mean, he's got high technique, but he doesn't have a good touch. He's not a good finisher. He's not, got to be better served maybe playing out on the wing and trying to lean into his athleticism more, but he doesn't have the ability to do that. Lucas, 22-year-old goalkeeper, inconsistent. Yeah. Enough of that. Enough of this nonsense. Pablo Sepulveda. He's been having fights for years trying to get out of there. Wasted it. He wasted his career. He could have joined me. He turned my offer down to go play in Turkey. And I bet he regrets it now. Aaron Bengu. In the Tennessee. Aaron Sertori. 20-year-old Argentine striker that has some things going for him. Mostly not. Nico Egger. I mean, we could do with a Swiss buddy, and this guy definitely is like a regular player in the Swiss national team. He just kind of sucks. He barely stays. Ignace Fabianic is off the short list. Giorgio Barazzi. Man, you can't move. You stay on the Wonder Kid list because your potential is very high, but you cannot move. Alvaro Carreras. Ooh, this guy plays the Señoritas role. We could bring him back to Spain for a year or two and have him play that Señoritas role. I like that. I'm going to put him on the yes list. Noble Mendy, you can run, but you can't hide. Lewis Hall. Why did I request a report on Lewis Hall? I don't know. Josh Achiempong doesn't like big matches. Mamadou Traore. Good size and strength and speed and concentration. He's really, he's very athletic and very plugged in. Decisions, concentration, anticipation. He's dialed in. Nikolai Paulson. This guy, when he moved, he was quite young, and I felt like an idiot that I let him move for whatever it was, $20 million. Kind of feel like I'm not that bothered by it now. He's remarkably unsexy. I'm going to move him to keep a keen eye. Rolando Blanco, Winston Chukalam, Carlos Fiores. I'm going to be scouting a few of these guys until the end of my life. We're never, ever going to be totally done scouting all of those youth players that we sought scouting reports for. There will always be another one. You know what? I like these pretty good Mexican players that they keep bringing me. Eloy Valorian. I like him. All right, chat. I wanted to go up to the Champions League matches today, and it's about time. They're kicking off right now. I got caught up in that scouting report. The Champions League matches are kicking off right now, and I just had a guy leave my short list, so we're going to have to figure that out real quick. Diego Peralta. All right. That's where we end today. We kick off tomorrow with a matchup against Barcelona. I'll see you guys then. Love you guys. Fist bump. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good last week and a half when I wasn't able to stream, but I'm very happy to be back. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, though. Go watch some Champions League. It's going to be fun. Oh, my arm.